Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. Welcome to Carl Hooper Stadium and Babe Howe Field for tonight's matchup between Smoky Mountain and the Brevard Blue Devils. Casey, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good, Keith. You know why tonight is my favorite night of football?
Probably because it's homecoming.
One, yes, homecoming, but it is so warm tonight. I'm in T-shirt and shorts,
It
and
feels
I'm
like,
loving it.
I was just saying, this is the reverse football season. So we start in the cold, we end in the warm. Normally we
Exactly.
start in the hot and end in the cold.
I am fully enjoying this warm weather tonight. It feels like football, and I'm really excited about it.
So, yes, it is football time in the Smoky Mountains. We're glad that you're going to be here. We're going to be giving you live play-by-play of all the Smoky Mountain JV and varsity games this season. We've got the varsity playing here again next week. That'll be against East Henderson. And the JV are playing actually tomorrow night in Brevard. So we're pretty excited about that one, too. At 1 o'clock, if you want to head over to Brevard, you got nothing else to do or if you have things to do, just go over and support our boys over at Brevard.
Yeah, just excited tonight for homecoming, and we'll be talking to you guys about this later, about the homecoming court and the laters there. But we got a lot of things beforehand and in halftime, a lot of special features tonight for you guys to see. So you're going to hear tonight from Coach Brindley. You're going to hear from Lawson Wyke. You're going to hear from Daniel Melton, and you're going to hear from Dustin Stevens. So we're going to have the Coach Brindley show for you guys tonight. And you're going to get to know 3 seniors. And we're really excited about what you guys get to hear from them and our 40 yards time with them.
Yeah, Casey, Smoky Mountain's coming off a very, very tough loss last weekend. You and I were over there against a pretty good Hendersonville team. We lost 35-26. Looked pretty much like it was going Mustangs' way. We were up 14-0, and then after halftime, things kind of wheels fall off. We ended up having holding them to 44 yards total offense in the first half, and then they ended up piling up 286 or 282, I think, total yards in the second half. But you know what? It looked like they didn't do anything different. It looked like we kind of run out of gas a little bit.
Yeah, you'll hear Coach Brindley talk a little bit to that later as when you get into the Coach Brindley show. But, you know, we were there watching the game, and it seemed like, you know, it was Hendersonville's homecoming, and that kind of sparks kids in the play. And their students were pumped, their fans were pumped. And so they came back out in the second half, and they were ready to go. And we just seemed like we were just a little off with our fundamentals, and so that kind of pushed us a little bit behind.
Yeah, Casey, we're pretty excited. We got to sit down with Coach Brindley this week and talk to him, and he had some great insights on that game and then also some great insights on this game. So here we go. We're going to roll the Coach Brindley show. Hey, Mustang fans. Keith West here with the Coach Brindley show. We're glad to be joined by Coach Brindley today. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
Good. Hey, it is a unbelievable day. We're getting ready for homecoming this week against Brevard. But before we do that, let's rewind to the Hendersonville game.
Sure.
Last week in Hendersonville, we go into the locker room up 14-0. Tell us what happened and what, from your perspective.
Well, you know, we certainly go back after that game and we evaluate what we did at halftime, because I think we've got to start with us and what we did, and did they do anything different in the second half? Did they make adjustments that we didn't prepare for, or maybe that we couldn't adjust to well enough as a coaching staff? And after watching the film, you know, they didn't do anything differently.
Right.
We certainly, I don't believe, executed the way we were capable of, or the way we had in the first half.
Yeah.
But you know, we needed to evaluate ourselves as coaches and say, did they do something in the second half that did they outcoach us?
Right, right.
And you know, they didn't do anything differently, but it was just a situation where they gained some momentum and we weren't able to overcome that.
Yeah, I was at the game, and I, like you, was saying what was different.
Right.
I thought you guys had a great game plan, to be honest, and I thought, you know, the little running back just kind of started. All of a sudden, he started running downhill. I don't know.
He was a lot better player.
He was a lot better player in
Yep.
the second half,
Yes,
and
he
then
was.
and the quarterback was a lot better in the second half.
Yep.
I still think we kind of got to him, but he was just better.
We thought we had some fatigue there up front on the defensive line, and they were able to start scooping our 4-eyes. And anytime they can scoop a 4-eye, then that back can get downhill, and he can appreciate a little bit playing the box that we were playing.
Yeah.
So they you got to tip your hat to them.
Yeah.
They certainly executed very well in the second half.
Yeah, and then for you guys that didn't see the game, I even thought you guys still put us in a position in that last quarter to get within a touchdown, and even we even had a chance to get the onside kick.
We did, yep.
And we just didn't execute that one. And so that's a huge props to you guys and where we were, because when you get smacked, those people maybe haven't played football, a lot of momentum swings, and you got to kind of regroup and get everybody's head up and those kind of things. And thought y'all did a great job at that and put us in a position. We get the onside kick, who knows what would have happened. So yeah, tough. So let's move on to Brevard. Brevard is now 3-1 in the overall. They've lost to a very good Mountain Heritage team, I think you told me. And so what should we expect? What should we see coming into this game for homecoming?
They are very good on defense, coached very well on defense. They have been very good on defense for several years now, and you got to credit that to their coaching staff there. They certainly have some kids that we are very aware of. A kid that started for them last year, an outside linebacker, running back kid, Swicegood's his name. A very good football player, and then again, they've got some kids up front back from last year's football team too.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be excited. It's homecoming, so if you guys can get out and support the Mustangs, we'd love for you to come on out and support us for homecoming. We got this game, and then we got, I think, one more home game.
We do.
Next week we'll be at East Henderson, followed by the Battle for Cowie. We'll have to go over the mountain and take on the Panthers. Coach, great for you being with us again this week, spending your time with us. Hey, this is Keith West with the Smoky Mountain Sports Network, signing off, and the Coach Brindley Show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome back here to Carr Hooper Stadium in Babe Howe Field. You're listening to the Smoky Mountain Sports Network here. Keith West, the voice of the Mustangs, along with the voice-et of the Mustangs, Casey Melvin.
How's it going, folks? We are excited to be here in Mustang Nation, and we're really excited for you guys tonight to see a lot of features, like we said earlier, that we have. The first feature that you're going to get to experience tonight is one of our seniors that we've also both known for a very long time, Lawson Wyke. Here it is, 40 yards with Lawson Wyke.
Hey fans, Keith West with the Smoky Mountain Sports Network, along with my co-partner, Casey Melvin. Hey, today we are with Lawson Wyke. We are going to get ready to do 40 yards with Keith West and Casey Melvin. You get two for the price of one, Lawson. How you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Fun thing, we've known Lawson since he was really little. He used to go to our camp that we used to run, and so it's fun seeing you grown up, Lawson. I'm looking up to you. It's just kind of crazy. So here's how this is going to work. We're going to walk 40 yards. We're going to ask you a bunch of questions, get to know you a little bit better, and so all the fans can get to know you a little bit better. Lawson is a senior here, plays defensive end and offensive tackle. So you see his number called a lot, number 70. You ready to do this?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. All right. Lawson, potted meat or Vienna sausages?
Potted meat all the way.
Oh, do you put it on crackers or anything, or what? Or just straight potted meat out of the can?
I'll probably put it on crackers.
Okay, crackers out of potted meat.
I
All right,
can't do it.
Casey.
All right, my question is this. I've asked everybody else this. Going to the gas station, you walk in, what is the snacks that you grab?
I'll definitely go for some Jack Link's beef jerky.
Jack Link's beef jerky, okay.
Watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, those are good.
And a Diet Coke.
And a Diet Coke, good.
Oh.
I'm a cherry Coke kind of girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lawson, favorite subject in school?
Lunch.
Lunch. Yeah, mine too.
All right, speaking of lunch, what is your favorite meal that your mom cooks?
She usually doesn't really cook. She just gives me like a $20 bill and says, go to Zaxby's.
Hey, that's my kind of woman right there.
Hey, Zaxby's.
Rachel Wyke, you're my kind of woman.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have the same temperament as your dad? Are y'all similar? I knew your dad in high school.
I'm a mama's boy.
Okay.
I think my sister's more like my dad.
Oh, tender.
I love that.
Very tender.
I love that. All right, favorite NFL football team? We got to know.
I watch college more than NFL.
Okay, what's your favorite college team?
Okay, Clemson Tigers. But NFL, I'll go for the Panthers.
The Panthers. Okay, all right.
All right, Lawson, we're almost to the goal line here. Most influential person in your life?
Probably either my grandfather or Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, really?
I love Dwayne Johnson.
Like The Rock?
Yep.
Oh.
The Rock.
I love The
Didn't
Rock.
see that one coming. All right.
And what's your grandfather's name?
Jerry Day.
Jerry Day.
Jerry Day. Yep. Well, we're about to be to the end zone. Last question. You got one more for him?
I got one more.
One more. Okay, before we get there.
We're at the end of the game. You're down by 1. No time left on the clock. We've just scored. Do you go for the tie? You're the coach. Do you go for the tie with a field goal, or do you go for 2 for the win?
I gotta go for the win.
You got to go for the
2
win.
for the
That's
win.
my kind of
Let's step
guy.
into the end zone. Hey, let's give Lawson White 6.
Touchdown, baby.
He might get a recovery, a fumble. Let's see it this week
Hopefully.
against
I hope
Brevard.
so.
Hey, this has been 40 Yards with Lawson White, featuring featuring Lawson White with Keith West and Casey Melvin. See you, sports fans. Welcome back to Carl Hooper Stadium. Mustangs have just taken the field. We actually won the toss. Dustin Stevens won the toss. We have elected to defer to the second half. And Brevard said, we're going to give you the guys the ball. So they're going to kick off to us. They're going to have their defense take the field. Coach Bentley said they have a pretty good defense. So they're going to kind of try to make a stand here at the very beginning and hoping the big blue wave can roll all over them.
Yeah, Keith, we're excited just, to come off of a new week for us away from Hendersonville. And like Brindley said, the Brevard defense is a very good defense, but, it's time for our offense to answer back tonight. And I'm excited to see what he dials up on Brevard tonight.
Hey, a fun thing, it is homecoming here at Smoky Mountain High School. Also, Casey, we are now allowed to have 1,500 people in the stadium, which is pretty unbelievable.
We're about to pack it out.
Yeah, we're getting a lot more fans in the stands, and so it's just like it's feeling warm outside. It's also feeling just a little bit more normal, which is making me very, very happy. So
yes.
that's awesome. Hey guys, if you want to come out next week, we're going to be playing East Henderson. It'll be our last home game, 7 o'clock here Friday night. East Henderson playing. Oh, we just got new information. The referee, when they flipped the coin, Casey, said that we're going to receive the first half kickoff, and it looks like that they made a wrong, a little whoop-de-doo there.
Wrong direction.
Wrong direction.
Yes,
so now we're going to kick off to Brevard. So I guess they're not going to see their defense.
Yeah, so you're going to see Hunter Presley coming back to kick for the Mustangs.
And now we're confused on the way they're going to go.
Everybody's like, where are we going? If you notice, if you can see on the field, everybody's like, what's going on? But, yeah, Keith, exciting. A lot of more fans in the stands tonight. It is homecoming. And if you're at home and you're watching, get over here. Come on over and come watch the Mustangs. Shout out to our student sections tonight, sporting the United States of America. And
heard it was America Day. I mean,
it's America Day.
They're all
So go
dressed in red, white, and
Stangs.
blue.
Go Stangs, go America.
The Mustangs came out with 2 American flags, and so that was pretty awesome and pretty fun. So pretty good. We're getting ready to kick off here. Hunter Presley kicks and starts the game. A nice, good kick, taken about the 15-yard line, and returned up until about the 34-yard line by a host of Mustangs.
That'll be Kyle Lovett on the carry there for Brevard.
Return the kick 24 yards. First and 10 for the Blue Devils at the 34.
So, Casey, we get to see the Blue Devils offense for the first time. Standout players, number 5 will be Jalen Carver. Got to really watch out for number 1, Chris Wynn. We saw him on the basketball court, 6'3", 175, really, really quick. He dunked it a couple times on us in basketball.
Yeah, he did. And you're going to see your quarterback tonight, Joe Powell. So he steps back up in the shotgun motion. 15, Garrett Swicegood on the carry there for about 8 yards there for Brevard.
Number 15, Garrett Swicegood.
Yeah, Coach Brindley talked about Swicegood a little bit this week to me and said pretty down here runner. Getting 8 yards on the first play is that's a tough one. So the Mustangs are going to have to stand up here.
And 2nd and 2 here for Brevard. Mustang line looking ready.
Swicegood again. A lot of room on that right side again. Gain of about 5. So 1st and 10 Blue Devils.
Yeah, Keith, we talked about this last week, and, something that the defense is working on and trying to get better at is just really, Brindley and Caps have both talked to these things of wrapping the guys up, getting your arms around them, getting your nose on them, and getting them back. And so that's something that the Mustangs need to focus on tonight is, yes, we get touches, we're making touches, but really wrapping these guys up, getting them back for some yardage.
Swicegood right up the middle, and Mustangs answer. So about a 2-yard gain there. That's what we need. Casey, some key injuries tonight. Britt Birch this week ended up getting hurt with his knee. We heard it was an MCL. We're not sure if we've heard the final on that, so we're having a new center in there. And backup quarterback Jed West has a stress fracture. Looks like he is good to go, though. He's down there on the sidelines, so we'll see if he needs to come in too. That's good. Powell rolls out. Nice big hit right there from
Eli Stack. Ready to answer there on that. Great play by number 9, Eli Stack.
So Joe Powell kind of rolled out there. It's kind of hard. He's a right-hander. He rolled to his left, and the ball kind of drifted on him. If you know anything about quarterbacking, you really got to square those shoulders in order to throw that pass when you roll to the left. So it really sailed on him. I'm glad it did. And then Eli put the boom on him, and boom goes the dynamite.
He did boom go the dynamite on that guy. This is what we want right here. Mustangs need a big stop. 3rd and 8 here for Brevard.
Joe Powell back, and nobody home. Nobody in the kitchen there, Casey.
Great defense there for the Mustangs. Great coverage right there again by Eli Stack.
Looked like to me that there was some miscommunication on the play. It looked like both receivers went deep, and Powell thought they were going to go short. So it looks like they're going to go for it. Maybe they don't have a kicker, so we're going to see.
Big stop for the Mustangs here. I'm sure we're looking for a pass, but we need to be ready and be shifting for that run.
Maybe a pooch kick. He's a little bit further back than normal, and he is going to pooch kick it. And nobody back. Let's see if he can pin us deep. Get in the end zone there, ball. Nice. Okay, it's going to be a touchback. So nice try there for the Blue Devils, but a little bit higher. It could have stuck us and got us right there. I didn't really know what he was doing.
Mustangs offense on the field. Obviously, we're looking at guys like Chris and Dustin tonight. You're going to see some catches by Darius or Darian. I'm so sorry. Why did I say that about Darian? That's terrible, Casey. Darian Bird. Darian, you're my guy. Sorry about that. And you'll see it later, a special feature by about Dustin. So we're really excited for you guys to see that.
So Chris Wilburn in the back, got Dustin Stevens beside him. Wilburn back to throw. Looks like he's got wide open Brett Richmond and a little underthrown. Richmond was,
but it is a completed pass. Yeah.
I was just going to say, Casey, it's really good to have Brett Richmond back last week. He ended up making a lot of big plays for us.
Yeah, he did.
But he also ended up with cramps. So he's on the poor fella. He was walking home with ice on his legs as he's getting on the bus.
Well, we saw him after the game. He was talking to his mom, and his mom was like, she's like, come here. And he's like, you got to give me a minute, Mom. I'm hurting so bad. So good to see him looking healthy out here on the field tonight.
So 2nd and short for the Mustangs. Wilburn in the backfield and Stevens. So Wilburn's going to throw it. Wide open. Brett Richmond again and right through his hands. Looked like he kind of ran before he caught it.
Well, that's just the excitement of the first couple plays of the game. And so not really hurt right there for the Mustangs. 3rd and 1. Probably looking to punch it up through the middle by Dustin Stevens here on this next play.
We haven't seen it from Dustin. What we have seen from the Mustangs early in the season, Casey, is we've here at the very beginning threw a lot, and then maybe not as much as we went forward in the game. So I want to see Chris sling this thing around. He's going to give it to Stevens up the middle, and on the sidelines he's broke. It looks like he might go all the way, and he is down at the 41-yard line. I say out at the 43-yard line. So we kind of caught him by surprise there.
Yeah. Well, great run by Dustin, and you'll see this later, but. I've never got to talk to Dustin a lot. I've been around his family a lot, but Dustin really is just a very quiet, laid-back kind of guy. You see him on the field. As soon as he gets something done and he does his job, he gets back to where he's supposed to be. He gets the job done, and he gets on to the next play. You don't see a lot of showboating from this guy, and I love that about Dustin. He's humble. He works really hard, and he's a great kid.
Wilburn to receive the snap right up the middle. Looked like we had a little
flag on the play here.
That may have been a false start on our center. He kind of hiked it before everybody else went.
And this is what we don't need tonight, Keith, is we don't need that yellow flag coming out on us much tonight. So this will back the Mustangs up to 1st and 15 here. Yeah, if you watch the Hendersonville game, and when we were there, it seemed like a couple times we were, more than a couple, behind the sticks a lot. And I remember a specific play. We were 3rd and 26, and Wilburn threw one right over the middle, a great play to Darian Bird. It was a little bit high, and Darian tipped it for the touchdown in the end zone. So we don't like being behind the sticks. We'd rather be in that 3rd and short, 2nd and short Wilburn
yardage
under
game.
center. Pitch to Dustin. He shifts back up the middle. And Brevard was just there waiting on Stevens.
I think we ended up losing about 2 on that one. So this has kind of been a little bit of a pattern. We've had this where we will have a penalty and then we'll end up going back. But the crazy thing about this team, Casey, is we've been in all 3 games that we've lost. So even last week, at the very end, we had an onside kick that we did not get to have a chance to win at Hendersonville. But the Mitchell game and the Pisgah game, we just played some really tough teams, and the ball's just not bounced our way. And so I hope it does tonight for Mustangs.
Yeah. Low snap. Wilburn throws, looking for Brett Richmond. Just a little high there for Wilburn, but I like seeing the Mustangs pass here. I like that, Keith. I enjoy seeing
Richmond
Wilburn.
was open. He got behind the cornerback and in front of the safety, and so he had that little place if Chris just rushed that a little bit and overthrew him. So a big play here for the Mustangs, 3rd and 17. So let's see what they're going to dial up here. We do have a new center in. It's going to be Cooper Sanders. All right, so.
And Cooper's one of your seniors.
Cooper's one of our seniors. We'll see him a little bit later. Little option action, and there it goes.
Nice
to Dustin.
pitch.
And they read that one. So there we go. We're going to have to maybe punt. Maybe we'll put pin Brevard deep and see if our defense can hold. So we've traded possessions here. Brevard kind of had something going. They got a first down, and we're kind of moving downhill. Then they had some plays that didn't go their way, and they had to punt. So.
Yeah,
we're
both
do
teams
that.
seem a little bit rusty here. You're going to see Dustin going back. He's going to be punting for the Mustangs here. But a little rusty start for both. Mustangs had some good plays there for a few drives, but we're going to need to see a little bit more yardage from them next time.
Your man there, Dustin Stevens, is going to punt, and he hits a big one down there to Lovett, and he lets it go. Let's see if we can get this covered up. Looks like we can. What a unbelievable play by Davey Mathis. We had gotten news that Davey was out.
We thought he was going to be injured.
He had been a little bit under the weather, I thought, but he is back because we thought that Chris was going to be starting in that linebacker position, and that was a hustle play. That was unbelievable.
That was a straight hustle for the game-winning shot kind of situation. Davey's that kind of guy, and so props to Davey on that. What a great hustle play by him to get the Mustangs defense set up in great position.
We'll be having him back next year too. So one of the things about the Mustangs, Casey, is that we have only about 6 or 7 seniors, and the rest of them are sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And we also have some freshmen coming up. And if you get a chance, tomorrow Brevard does a great job at covering their games at 1 o'clock. Our JV team will be playing at Brevard. I'm sure they're going to be showing that game, and they're a really fun team to watch. We've said that all season, so it's really fun to watch them.
Yeah, bright future here for the Mustangs.
Right up the middle.
And that's what we want right there from the big blue curtain, you like to call them.
Zeb Fisher, but Caleb G. He's a big kid.
Hey, but you know who stopped the big load? Our big old boy, Zeb Fisher, who is only a sophomore, Keith.
He is. That's unbelievable. Joe Powell to pass. Wide open to Chris Wynn. Great little play there. Looks like he might have got enough for the first down.
A tackle there made by Daniel Melton.
Number 1, Chris Wynn. About a 9-yard gain. 1st and 10 for Brevard.
Ball's going to be resting on about the 12-yard line. Blue Devils right now are really balancing the attack, throwing and passing. Got to watch out. Really, Chris Wynn got good hands, good speed in the open field.
Looks like we've already sent Lawson Wyke off the field. Now we're sending Davey Mathis off the field. The referees are noticing blood on some of our players. I don't know if it's from someone else, but they've already sent 2 of our players off the field. So you can tell our coaches are frustrated by this. They're getting it from someone else and they don't know where it's coming from. So we've had to send 2 of our defenders off and quickly back on.
Joe Powell throw, wide open, and just took his hands off of it.
Oh.
That'll be number 5, Jalen Carver. He was wide open and just missed it. I'm glad he did.
It was almost just like, this is so easy. It was too easy, and so he just kind of let it go.
Well,
there.
you know, you see NFL players do that, Casey. It's like, oh, I'm open, and then it almost becomes hard. So good for the Mustangs there.
We're looking at a 2nd and 10 here for Brevard.
Kyle Lovett in the backfield. Joe Powell rolling out, squares the shoulders, and a little bit high. Again, same problem with him rolling to the left, having a hard time completing that play. There is a flag on the play, though.
Well, I'm looking. There is a flag on the play here. We got a holding on the offense. I can't. It's. So it is going to be holding on the offense. And Smoky does decline that penalty, so we're going to look at 3rd and 10 here for Brevard. You know, Keith, just watching our defense, I want to see more of those hits like you saw from Eli Stack, you know, making sure we're staying close in coverage here, not giving them any yardage. Those hits are going to be the big kind of hits where Brevard is not going to want to throw.
Well, you know, if you start hitting them that way, then they go, I'm not going up for that ball.
Right.
It's not going to do it.
So that may be the situation here on the past couple ones of those drop passes. That first hit from Eli may have shook him up a little bit.
Joe Powell in the shotgun. He is going to roll left again. Slips, got some room to run, and looks like he's going to have a first down and more, and looks like he might go all the way. We got Rocky Magestro going to get him and knocks him out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. So we lost containment, Casey, 31-yard line. And we lost containment, and we just can't end up doing that.
Well,
so
great
that was
hustle there by Rocky. Rocky was actually on the other side of the field and came all the way across to run him down. So great hustle there by Rocky. We've got to get off that line a little quicker. We're staying a little bit too entangled here. We got to shift a little bit quicker than that.
I said he lost containment. He kind of went up the middle, then took to the sideline. So just a tough play. We got kind of spread out there on the pass play.
It's almost like that slip helped him a little bit. 1st and 10 Brevard.
Slice good up the middle, and a nice. It's Powell again keeping the ball. Well, it even faked me out.
I was faked out, too.
Faked out. What a great play there. I thought Slice good had it, and then.
And so did Lawson. Lawson went for Slice good.
And Joe Powell another 17 yards. He had 2 huge plays.
Well, here's the deal, Keith. If you look at Powell right now, he's exhausted. He's trying to catch his breath. He's getting the play in from the coach. He's having to run back to the huddle here. So here's when, I'm pushing through and trying to hit this guy. I'm trying to come after him hard to try to get him down since he's so tired. And maybe Brevard knows that because it looks like Brevard has just called a timeout.
Looked like it was an official's timeout, just as out there doing with Smoky Mountain. Looked like Powell had some kind of burn or an open wound, and now they're fixing him up. They have to bring in their backup quarterback, and that is going to be number 14, Anson Burgess.
Yeah, and you also have Zeb Fisher in for Colin Crow on the line here.
And Swicegood up the middle and tackled by, it looks like a host of Mustangs. It was 2 of them, Tonio and Rocky Magestro.
Rocky Magestro.
Swicegood gains 2. 2nd and 8.
So Powell got fixed up. He's back in the game. Now he has a little black wrap on his left arm. Looks like that's where he got hit or something. So,
and Keith, if you'll notice right here, you have your quarterback, number 3, Chris Wilburn, coming in as a linebacker here on this play.
Chris, he played an unbelievable game at linebacker against Pisgah.
Yeah, he did.
And so he's good on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I love watching Chris play defense.
Joe Powell up and just a bit outside.
If I was Brevard here in this situation, it seems like their passing game is just not on point today, but their running game by their quarterback is more. And so let's see what they decide to do here on this 3rd and 8. 5:10 left in the quarter.
Yeah, so Powell is a junior. Wynn is a senior. And they got a little special connection over there. Looks like we're going to go timeout, Brevard. Hey, let's take a little quick small break here, and we'll come back here live on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network.
Let's go Stangs.
We're back here at Carr Hooper Stadium. Brevard is looking at a 3rd and about 8 from the Mustang 12-yard line. So Joe Powell in the backfield. Swicegood. Looks like it's going to go to Swicegood. Joe Powell rolls out, looking for Wynn. And, almost picked off by Rocky Magestro, and a great play over there.
That was actually almost picked by
Dustin. Touchdown, Brevard.
Straight into Brevard's hands, and he literally did a great job. I couldn't tell who that was on Brevard, Keith, but he literally got 1 foot in to get that touchdown for Brevard. So great effort by Dustin there. Just went
I think
through
he
his
was
hands.
surprised. I think he thought he had it, and he maybe jumped too soon or something, and went right through his hands into Lovett's hand, and then the concentration for that kid to nail it. And Brevard is now up 7-0 on the Mustangs. So we'll take another little short break. You can go to the refrigerator, grab something, and we'll be right back on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network.
And we're back here with the Mustangs. Brevard kicking off here with 5:03 left in the first quarter. Oh, and a little bit of a kind of an onside kick for Brevard. And, folks, I'm pretty sure Brevard just got that ball. What
they did.
a surprise.
It went 10 yards, and it's a free get ball when it goes 10 yards, and they just got it. So
Keith, I honestly thought that he caught it within the 40-yard line, inside of that 10 yards. It looked like he caught it around the 38-yard line, and that's what Brindley and the other coaches here are calling for. So now the referees are going to meet.
Well, I thought they kicked it off from the 40-yard line.
There is a flag on the
So let's see what they're going to call here. Maybe they didn't give us a chance to field it. It was one of our players were over there right underneath it, and it looked like that they didn't give him a chance to.
Yeah,
field
I don't
it.
think he had the chance. Yeah, to get a chance to get a hold of it. So looks like it may come back here for the Mustangs. Brevard coaches kind of arguing back
about it.
also.
Let's see what they call here, Casey. They're
Either
gonna
way,
talk to
what a
Brindley
great
and-
surprise there by Brevard.
Great
And
surprise. It was kind of a high onside kick looking thing.
it was a great kick.
By looking at the body language, I'm kind of thinking that it's going to stay Brevard ball. I thought we were, one of our kids, all they had to do really was the Brevard coach is actually pleading with them to make this. He's actually doing the praying hands, Casey. Like,
yeah,
please
it's
let
like,
this go our
please,
way.
please.
Let's
And
see
we're over
what
here like, come on,
Brindley-
guys. And you're probably going to know the demeanor. If you'll watch the demeanor of anybody, watch the demeanor of Presley. And
So I think what happened, Casey, was our number 22, Chris Weaver, was under the ball getting ready to catch it, and then they just kind of didn't give him a chance.
yeah,
So
he kind
I
of did
guess he
a
needed
Air
to have
Jordan. The guy did Air Jordan in front of him to
Yeah.
go up and grab the ball.
But I really thought that once the ball goes 10 yards, it's anybody's ball. So I guess I'm just a little bit confused on this, and maybe we'll get some clarification for you here in just a minute.
Well, when you, like I said, if you know if something goes our way, it's going to be watching David Presley's demeanor. So if he's looking calm, then it's usually coming back to our
Casey,
side.
I just talked to some people here in the press box, and they said that Chris Weaver was calling for a fair catch, and so he didn't have any room to make the fair catch. So maybe that's what it was.
5 yards.
Well, the Brevard coach sure doesn't like that because he wanted to pull something slick there on Smoky, and now he knows we'll be ready for it, and he's not going to get a chance for that again. So here we
Use that
are.
hoop to do review up, Can't do it again.
Exactly. Here we are, 5:01 here in the first quarter. Mustangs need a score here to answer back and close the Brevard down here. Let's see what the Mustangs come up
Need
with.
to respond right here, Casey. It'd be really
Keith,
good
I don't know
to
if you
respond.
see this, but you rarely see this right now. If you look, Dustin Stevens is one-on-one right now with number 4 from Brevard. Chris is in the shotgun. I'm excited to see what's about to happen, folks, because I'm looking for a one-on-one showdown right here. It's almost like I wish they would hurry it up because I don't want them to find out that Dustin's got this guy one-on-one. If I was Brevard,
Here we go. We got
I wouldn't
Wilburn
want to
in
go
the
on.
backfield. Let's see what happens.
Wouldn't want to. Oh, bad
low.
snap low,
Looks
but
like
Dustin's
he's
going
got it.
long.
He's got him. Oh, all right. Just missed Darian Bird there.
Wilburn tried to complete the pass to number 8, Darian Bird. Incomplete.
So the incomplete pass to Darian Bird. 2nd and 10 Mustangs.
Got to get that ball up a little higher. Chris knows he's ready. He's getting his arm adjusted and fixed. We're looking here for 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. If I'm the Mustangs again, I'm pushing out this guy here, Brett, one-on-one with number 4.
Well, you were right, Casey. He had actually beat number 4.
Yeah.
Dustin did. And so we're going to have Stevens in the backfield, Wilburn to receive the snap, Darian Bird and Brett Richmond wide on the bottom.
Oh,
That was
and a
big
hit from behind.
Massive hit. And the Brevard Blue Devils pick it up. It was a blindside sack for Chris. A ball just comes out, and Brevard ball. They're in big time field position on the 22.
Covered by number 28, Jacob Stockton, for the Blue Devils. They're going to take it over first and 10 at the 22.
Yeah, there's a big rush up the middle, blindside sack, ball comes out. Dustin Stevens and a couple other Mustangs are trying to get on the ball. They just picked it up and advanced it forward. So Mustangs are going to have to stiffen right here. We're going to be in a real big hole. Joe Powell rolls out to the right, looking. We've got and just out of bounds. Yeah, so we had good pressure on him. It looked like Davey Mathis was there.
Well, smart play right there by Powell. He knew he was being chased after, and so he did a smart job of just throwing that ball out of bounds to not get sacked. So great props there to Powell.
I want to say that that's what it was, but it looked like that it just maybe fluttered on him a little bit. I don't know.
I think he threw it out.
You think he threw it out?
I
Okay.
actually think he threw it out.
You're the football queen here, so I mean, you know what's going on. So Powell in the back received the ball. Swicegood behind him, and he's gonna right up the middle to Swicegood. And
This one is actually to the middle to Swicegood.
Yep.
They didn't fake us out that time.
That was didn't fake us out. Lawson White was not fooled. Also, Colin Crow was on the play there, and Antonio was on the play. Lorenzo, yeah. So Joe Powell gets the play from his sidelines and lining up in the shotgun again. Swicegood behind him. Receiver up there against Daniel Melton will be Chris Wynn. And offside.
Oh, and it looks like Brevard has just got the Mustangs offside.
Got a free 5 there. So if you're keeping track, Brevard is winning the penalty battle right now, and so that one's going to hurt. Now it's going to make it 3rd and short for the Blue Devils.
It'll now be 3rd and 3 for Brevard. That's what they wanted here, to get in that extra 5 yards here. Mustangs pinching in on that defense.
Looks like he's got room. Great block on the outside. Melton needs to string it out and makes a great play, but I think he gets in.
What a dive by Swicegood.
Touchdown, Blue Devils. And so that was a great play by Swicegood. We had a great block on the corner there, and Melton made a good play and made him really work for it to try to get it in there. So a 15-yard touchdown for the Blue Devils, number 15, Swicegood.
Well, Keith, I'm watching here, and there's been some great play calling here by Brevard. He's done, the onside and the keeper, and now here you get us off sides, and so great play calling by him. I think that point will be good here by Brevard. I think here for the key for the Mustangs here is just to stay controlled and fight. We've got to fight here. We're coming off of a loss, and we've got to have some kind of drive and heart behind us here that says, boys, let's get it together. Let's get here on the field, and let's get down here and score. And so I'm sure that's what's happening right now as the offense comes out on the field. And so we've got to get something together here with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in the first quarter.
So we've got 3:47 left in the first quarter. Blue Devils are up 14-0. Mustangs are digging a hole. But last week, Casey, we dug Hendersonville a hole, and we were up 14-0, and they responded. So we know that we can do it. So here we get ready to go. So it's going to be Stevens back deep, along with Max Buchanan and
number 12, Brett Richmond.
Yeah, Brett Richmond back there. So see what they dial up. You don't really see too much a kicker that kicks with his toe like they're doing. So Darian Bird takes the ball. Darian is a big threat. So he makes gains about 10 yards up to about the 32-yard line.
I thought he was going to punch through right there, Keith, knock somebody over and get down the field. So Mustangs offense are going to come out on the field with 3:41 left on the clock.
Really be good for us to respond here. I think Chris has got it in him. He's a great leader. I know that hey, you know, he's in there saying, hey, that one's on me. I fumbled, but here we go. He's going to lead us down the field here, Casey.
And about a 5-yard gain there by Dustin Stevens. Looking at 2nd and 4 here for the Mustangs.
Looks like we're going to have an injury timeout on the field. Blue Devils number 34. Looks like he's hurt. That's Jackson Burgess calling the staff over here. So let's take a little quick break here on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. We'll regroup and come back right to you. We're still live. We're back here live on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. Trainer's still working on Jackson Burgess. What I saw, Casey, didn't see the hit or anything what happened, but he was reaching up like maybe he has a stinger or something right around his neck area. So they're being really precautious here, and he was moving though, Casey. I saw him moving around, and some of his teammates were over there talking to him. He is moving his legs. The coach is out there, and so. That's a good sign that he's moving. So they're going to take every precaution necessary as we have an injury on the field. So let's take a little small break. Casey, you have anything to add?
No, Keith, we'll head to that break.
So we'll take a small break. We'll come right back to you. Keith West, Casey Melvin, live on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. So we're back live
Jose, can you see?
And Burgess is back up. He walked off under his own power. Maybe he had a stinger. Maybe, I don't know, but that's a great
Something with the
sign,
shoulder,
Casey.
I think, Keith.
Yeah. Something with the shoulder. He's walking off, and tough kid there.
Always
so
good to see when
always
you see
good
him
to
walk
see.
off.
So he just needed a little time. We're back getting ready to go here. Mustangs have the ball. We're 2nd and 5 from the 37-yard line. Let's see what we can dial up here.
Wilburn's going to be under center here on this one. Handoff up the middle to Stevens. Perfect.
Huge big play and nice big gain on the play there. We're out to the 47-yard line.
And that tackle was by Garrett Swicegood from Brevard.
1st and 10 Mustangs.
Really needed that one, Casey. Swicegood. It looks like
Referees are calling a timeout. Looks like we have more blood somewhere. You know, Keith, it's so frustrating for our coaches here. These guys don't know where this blood is coming from. They don't know who it is. And we're getting guys.
It's a violent game, you know.
We're getting our guys sent off left and right here.
Taping them up, and that was 56.
Well, now we're gonna have to go over here. He's gonna have to do the Clorox cleaning situation here to get him back in there. So that's 58. That's our guy Colin Crow, and Eli Grassi just came in for him. Low snap to Wilburn there, and the Mustangs will lose yardage there.
You know, we've talked about this a couple times this season. We talked about it with Coach Brindley. Stevens is the returning conference player of the year, and so teams know, hey, we've got to stop 14. And so what Coach Brindley's been talking about is getting the ball on the perimeter, getting the ball outside, getting it to a bunch of other players.
Yeah.
Because when we do that, getting to the Darian Birds and the Brett Richmonds and the Brian Collins and Zeb Fishers, then that
and
opens
the Brett
up.
Richmonds.
And the Brett, yeah. I think I said Brett Richmond.
Oh, you did, maybe you did.
Then it opens it up for Stevens. Nice play, Wilburn. Nice Conlon, and looks like he may have stepped
there
out
by
right
Conlon.
there at the 45-yard line. Great catch by Conlon. Turn and run. He was wide open, Casey, so that a little bit surprised there for the Blue Devils.
Well, great catch there by Brylan.
It's a 9-yard gain.
You know, Keith, we don't talk about this much, but you know, when you're a quarterback and you're having to focus on these catches for these hikes, it's difficult to do, and so we've had a lot of low snaps to Chris here. So I know this is something new for a lot of these guys. They haven't been in that position a lot, but we've really got to get these snaps up so Chris can get his hands off the ball quicker.
And that's one of the things that we talked about. As a 1st and 10 Mustangs, Stevens gets 5 yards. Was the absence of Britt Birch. Got hurt this week in practice. Just a great player. He's normally our center, and we've just thrust Cooper Sanders in there, and he's actually doing a really good job. So learning how to play center right at the very beginning here, it's pretty tough. Stevens on the outside. And a gain of about 1 on that one. Blue Devils had great coverage, great pursuit there. Didn't let him get outside. When Dustin gets on the perimeter, he's very, very dangerous, and so they had a lot of pursuit there.
Well, you talked about this defense in the beginning of the game, Keith. You said Brindley has talked about how good Brevard's defense is, and you can tell it. You can tell that they're ready to go. They know where the ball's going. They know we're going to look to Dustin, and they've got him like Hawkeye down here. And so they do a great job of getting on the ball and wrapping these guys up. So props to Brevard's defense here.
Stevens up the middle. Keeping it to Wilburn, and nothing doing there. We lost about 6 on that one.
Wilburn stopped for a loss.
So that's a loss there for the Mustangs back on about the 44-yard line here.
It's going to be 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13 for the Mustangs. And we're looking here with this 3rd and long with 58 seconds left on the clock and running. Let's see what the Mustangs can pull out here.
We got Conlon and Richmond up top and Stevens in the backfield. Wilburn
rolls out to his left. Shakes the tackle.
And gets right about a 2-yard gain. He could have been sacked for a huge loss. Chris made a great play, fending off the defense there. That was his all heart there for Chris. He ends up getting it almost back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gained about 1 or 2. It's going to be 4th and 11.
So it looks like the Mustangs are probably going to go for it here. Brindley's talking it over with his players. Not sure if there was a timeout taken.
I think what we're going to end up doing, Casey, is rolling this thing into the second quarter. So looks like it will go in the second quarter. We'll let it wind down here, and we'll take a quick little small break here. Once it winds up, looks like it's going to stay 14-0 after the first quarter. It's been all Blue Devils, but the Mustangs are trying to respond. Keith West, Casey Melvin, Smoky Mountain Sports Network.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score is Brevard 14.
Back here, Mustangs going to punt. Dustin Stevens back to punt for the Mustangs. Let's see if he can pin him deep again. Stevens has a nice big kick. Let's see if we can get it down there. It looks like we can. Can we on the play? And it looks like it's going to be a touchback. Great play there by Rocky
Hustled
Majestro.
there by Rocky.
But it just went into the end zone, so we're going to have a touchback.
For a touchback. Brevard will have it 1st and 10 at the 20.
So Mustangs go back on defense. Brevard offense coming back off. Let's see if we're going to make some changes here to the defense, and somebody needs to step up and make a play here, Casey. I feel like that the Mustangs probably will. So done it all year. We're going to be in a battle here. Brevard is traditionally a powerhouse here in the mountains, and they're not going to come in here and roll over. So at 3-1, they're a tough football team. Let's see what they're going to dial up here. Joe Powell in the shotgun. Gives it to Swicegood up the middle, and he's going to throw deep, and he is wide open.
And long.
And thank goodness he was wide open. So Jalen.
Incomplete pass.
So
Jalen
you'll
Carver
see
was
Boone
open.
here is talking to his defense. He got on to him there for a second. So the defense must not have shifted the way they were supposed to in that situation. So your defensive coordinator, Coach Boone, there was getting on to him here. He's calling a play for the defense to set up.
Casey, that just Brevard just got us a little off balance. They're worried about Swicegood, and so we kind of bid on that, and then it looked, Carver was deep, and nobody covered him.
Looking back to throw again to number 8, Lovett, Kyle Lovett there on the catch.
And a play by Dustin Stevens. So it's going to be a gain of about 8, and it's going to be 3rd and short for the Blue Devils. So what's happening now, fans, is that Brevard is starting to get into these 3rd and short, and it ends up that we end up having 3rd and longs, but that can change for us. We'll have to see what happens when we get back on the field. So need a big play here for the stop for the Mustangs. Need the big blue wall to step up.
You have Chris Wynn out here one-on-one with Eli Stack. And that's a little catch right there on the knees, Keith, right there by
he was,
number 8.
That was Lovett again,
Yeah.
and he caught it, went right to his knees, and was short of the first down. So if he'd have just made his little cut there right at the first down marker or pass, then that would have been a first down. So it looked like they faked to Swicegood, and then Powell kept it and did a little jump pass kind of thing.
So 4th and 1 here for Brevard. Mustangs are obviously looking for more than likely Powell to punch it in here. So let's see what they come up with. Maybe Swice good. Oh, but it looks like Brevard's going to go back and kick this one. They're not going to take their chances.
I don't know if I believe this, Casey.
You think you're looking for some trickery here?
I think this might be a little trickery here. So maybe not. I mean, they're playing the field position game. They know that the Mustangs offense is pretty powerful, and so can't hold them back for long. So let's see what they end up doing. They're trying to get us off to jump off sides. No. And Powell's going to kick. A little left-handed kicker there, and he hits a booming punt.
Wow.
And let's see if we can get that ball out of the end zone. And what a unbelievable punt by Joe Powell down to the 1-yard line. That was
that quarterback can do it all, folks.
Really a unbelievable punt.
Wow.
And a left-footed punt. I didn't see that one coming. So
Mustangs are going to start on the 1-yard line.
We're pinned back deep. So, you know, when you make that kind of call, Casey, you go, great call, coach.
Yeah. You know, that's what we've been seeing here from this Brevard coach is he's been calling some risky plays here. You know, Keith, we talked about this last year. Brevard is not a team that you want to look over and look past. You talked about last year when the Mustangs had their loss to them, even though we were conference champions.
Only conference loss was to Brevard, and when it wasn't like a close game. It was like 26-6 or 26-4. So Brevard was always a tough team. So first and forever for the Mustangs, and going to be right the middle for Stevens, give us a little bit more breathing room. What I meant first and forever is we got a long way to go to get to the end zone.
99 yards.
We were down on the 1.
Stevens gains about 3 yards.
Well, that was that, like you said, that gave us a little bit more breathing room here for the Mustangs. Looks like we're now on the 3-yard line, 4-yard line. 2nd and 7 here for the Mustangs. And as you look on here, and Keith, you know, we've talked about this before, and I've talked about this, is one thing that you need in situations like this when the Mustangs are kind of behind, you need your crowd to rally around behind this. And we are more of a cool, keep our demeanor kind of crowd. And so in situations like this was when you got to get these fans.
This is when the boys need you. This is when the boys need you.
So, folks, if you're out here listening right now, we need you to back these boys and get behind them. Get on your feet. That's what they need is this motivation from you to get them down the field.
And Casey, you know, that last play by Dustin was really, really awesome. He just all heart. He got hit and he kept running. Looked like he's trying to get his shoe back on there. So we're 3rd and 3 on about the 8-yard line.
Stevens in the middle kind of jumped over the pile there.
I think he got it. It's really, really close. I think he does have it.
And that is a first down for the Mustangs.
That is a first down Mustang. So
that was a good leap there by Stevens.
Casey, in true fashion, that's just been a heavy dose of Dustin.
Heavy dose of Stevens. So big thing here for the Mustangs, 8:30 left in the quarter. Folks, as we continue this game and we go into halftime, stay with us today. Usually we give you a break, but we're going to have some special features, and we're going to stay with us tonight because we're going to do the homecoming court and let you guys meet these ladies.
Nice throw there by Chris Wilburn to Brett Richmond, gain of about 4 or 5. Got it out there quick, kind of keeping Brevard off.
Wilburn completes the pass to Richmond. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
And it was a low
Stevens
snap.
On the outside makes a great move and great play there by, looks like, number 23.
Stevens.
By number 88.
It's going to be 3rd and 9.
And that right there, Keith, I think we would have got a little more yardage, but that was such a low snap. Chris almost had to pull it off the ground, so it didn't give Stevens enough time to get past the defense that is shifting there.
The owner of a white Ford Explorer, please move your car behind the press box immediately.
So here we are, 7:13 left to play. Wilburn in the back. We're 3rd and long. And
we are looking long to Zeb Fisher.
Zeb Fisher just a bit out, just a bit. So he was open, just missed him.
I was clenching my fist there, Keith, for a second. I thought we had a couple people open there for the Stangs, and so just a little bit over Zeb's head here, and we're going to set back up 4th and 9 for a punt here for the Mustangs.
Stevens back to punt. Carver Swicegood back for the Blue Devils.
Steven hits a big punt here. It's going to go to Swicegood. And the Blue Devils are in
Swicegood is
business.
barreling, folks.
Through the middle and tackled by Rocky Magestro at about the 28-yard line.
You know, one thing I'm impressed by with Swicegood is he's not afraid to plow you over. You know, he reminds me a lot of our JV guy, Isaiah McNeely. Isaiah runs a lot like that. Like, Isaiah's just going to punch it down the middle. And that's what Swicegood's really good at.
He just runs downhill. I mean, he goes north and south. There's not a whole lot of dancing. He just goes north and south.
Yeah,
One
he's
thing
like,
I've
if you're in
noticed
my
about
way.
this Brevard team, Casey, is they have a lot of players that are over 6 feet, like 6'2",
Yeah.
6'3", 6'4".
Looks like a basketball team out here.
Yeah, Powell is 6'3". So is Wynn on the side down below. It's about 6'4".
And that'll be a sweep
like that.
handoff there. And
There,
that's what I'm talking
Swicegood.
about right there, Keith. That's what I'm talking about, Swicegood. He's like, if you're in my lane, you better get out of my way.
That was
Great
a
job.
Big hit there. Good job by Eli. Stack
Eli,
getting
he
in
stood his
way.
ground.
Stood his
He
ground.
said, if you're coming, I'm going to be
Yeah.
here too.
And I've always heard, you know, we pointed out they have some tall players, but bigger they are, the harder they fall, as my dad used to tell me.
Yeah. So 6:24 here left in the half.
Mustangs we need a big stop right here.
Mustangs do
Yeah,
need to
we don't
stop.
want to go down 21-0. Going to be a big stop here for the Mustangs. It's going to be enough for Brevard first down. They're going to be inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be first and goal Blue Devils
And that
inside
run-
the 10.
Runs by Jenkins. He's a big old boy. Big guy. Jenkins is 5'10", 235.
And we're going to have to deal with him for 2 more years. He's only a sophomore. So that's a pretty much a grown man at sophomore. So
Yeah,
that's,
exactly.
That's a pretty big kid right there. And he also runs downhill. So I don't know who their running backs coach is, but they really know how to run the ball. And there's, Powell. Oh, my goodness. We had him in the
what a
backfield.
dance
we
by
had
Powell.
him. We had him blocked, and we had him tackled. And then that
He
was
kind
it.
of did a little dance move on us there, and we almost had him wrapped up, but he just did a little shuffle step. He, instead of shifting back to the left, he said, nope, I'm going right back down the middle. And
Looks like we had Eli Stack holding his shoulder here. He either has a stinger or something going on with his collarbone, so he's off to the trainers are going to work on him.
well, let's hope Eli's okay here. Well, we're 5:36 here left to play. Brevard to kick their extra point.
So things right now all going all Blue Devils' way. Nothing's really gone our way yet. And so the snap is back and the kick is up and it is good. So Mustang fans, let's take a little break here, and 5:36 remaining in the second quarter. We're live here on the Smoky Mountain Sports Net. Blue Devils 21, Mustangs 0. Hey Mustang fans, we're back here, Carl Hooper Stadium. Brevard is getting ready to kick off. The score is 21-0 Brevard, and Chris Wilburn getting back out on the field here.
Well, they're hurrying Wilburn in there because I think that's usually Eli
Eli's
there.
play. So Eli, we haven't got an update on him. The trainers are still working on him. Looks like something with his shoulder. Yeah, we were just talking up here in the press box that Eli Stack still hurting. We're thinking maybe a collarbone, but it looks like that he's going to the sideline. So, yeah. Oh, maybe his wrist. He looks like he's hurt. His dad's down there with him. So we wish the best to
Well, Eli's
Eli.
dad's a doctor.
Eli's dad is a
Well,
doctor.
he's a gastro something professional, big.
So Brevard kicks the ball off, fielded by Rocky Magestro.
Rocky, go Rocky.
Go Rocky.
Go
And Rocky
Rocky.
is gone to the house, folks. 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown Smoky Mountain.
Oh, man,
Give
folks.
him 6,
I
folks.
love to see this kid play football. He has so much hype. If there's one guy that can get this team on a roll, that's Rocky Magestro. That's what you want to see here with 5:25 left in the quarter.
Casey, that might have been the spark we needed. You know, I love watching Rocky play, too. He goes about 400 miles an hour all the time. This is normal Rocky all the time. Doesn't matter if you're big. Rocky will just take you on and knock you out. So
Rocky has the strength and the demeanor. He's smaller than Swicegood, but he's just like Swicegood, and he's going to go, like you said, north to south, and he's going to go straight through you no matter how big you are.
Gang, 5:25 left in the second quarter. Presley's extra point is good. It's now 21-7. That's something that we needed. Let's see if we can get the big blue wave to shut them down here. We're going to stay with you. I think folks are not going to go to a commercial break here, but
we've got to respond
play.
Here, Keith. We've got to respond.
Play. We really need to stop the Blue Devil offense, and we haven't yet. I think they've only punted it once, and when they did punt it, they put us down on the 1 yard line. So things are really going Blue Devil's way. And not the Mustangs' way. But you know what? That's all we might have needed was that little Rocky Magestro to really turn it over for us.
Well, what a play here by Rocky, like you said, with 5:25 left in the quarter.
Presley lines up the kickoff. Lovett and Swicegood back to return.
So, Casey, a little fun thing here. Lincoln Sutton, a freshman, is now in the game. I think he's taken Eli Stack's spot there. Really impressive freshman.
Exciting to see Lincoln out there.
Nice big kick there from Presley. And Swicegood's got the ball, and we need to wrap him up. Nice play there.
53 right there, Clayton Dillard.
Clayton Dillard.
If he hadn't grabbed a hold of his ankle, he was going to the house.
Touchdown saving tackle right there.
Keith, if you'll watch,
well,
if you'll watch our guys here on the end, we meet the blocker and we stop and we freeze. And I know that's something that these coaches have been getting on to these guys. We're looking here at the ball here, folks. We're not watching our blocker here, so we're getting stuck watching the block and not where the ball is here. And so we had him again. We had two guys just right on him, and we're reaching rather than following that ball. We've got to do a better job of that.
Powell going to Swicegood. Got him right there. And nice play by Lawson White. Great play there.
Lawson brought him down there. Great job. And great help right there by number 29, Antonio Lorenzo.
Swicegood, no gain, 2nd 10.
Looks like we're making some adjustments here, Casey. And, Lawson came from all the way on the right side to make that play. Totally beat his guy, shucked the block, and got in the backfield and made that play.
And, folks, we'll update you here soon about Eli Stack and what's going on with him. He's still off on the sidelines, and the trainers are meeting with him.
There it is.
And a tackle there by Brett Richmond.
Yeah, Davey Matthews met him in the backfield, a big hit there, and then slowed him down. And so, this is a team game, so that was great. Brett Richmond came up, made the tackle there.
Well, we've got to wrap these guys up, Keith. It's like we keep repeating this. We keep repeating it. We've got to get these guys wrapped up. We're waiting rather than meeting. And so you'll hear the coaches say, put your nose in them. And so we're waiting rather than meeting, and we need to meet these guys head on.
Yeah, Brevard's really taking it to us, and they're going to have to really, bring it right to them. Little shovel pass up the middle, number 2, and a great play there again by Brett Richmond. He's just really stepping up. So Brett's
good to have Brett there on the field, folks.
Powell completes the pass to Gravely. 2-yard gain. It's going to be 4th and 8.
So, folks, it's 4th and about 8. Looks like Powell is back to kick, and the last time they did this, I was not so sure, but Powell pinned us down on the 1-yard line. They do have 2 wide receivers to the bottom, and Powell is their quarterback. So he's going to have a nice big kick, and he hits a boomer again. Stevens calls for the fair catch at about the 15-yard line. So Mustangs are going to be in business at the 15-yard line. Let's see what we can dial up here and see if we can go into halftime scoring 14. So 21-14 would be great.
Well, Keith, this is what we want here is we want to go into the half with another score under our belt and then make adjustments like we need to do in the locker room and come back out and take this game over. And this is homecoming. We want to represent our school and this county well, and so it's time for the Mustangs to get down and get gritty and go hard here for the last 3 minutes.
So Wilburn's in the shotgun.
Low snap again to Wilburn.
Rolling out to right. He needs to throw it out of
bounds.
bounds.
Needs to get rid of it.
That's going to be an incomplete pass.
Good.
So he was outside the tackle box.
Keith, I could hear the other announcers from the other school wanting an intentional grounding here, and so my nerves were a little off there, but they did not call that. Darian was nearby, and so that was not intentional grounding. If you were wondering, Darian was nearby. So here we go again. 2:50 left on the clock. 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs.
Oh, it looks like offsides on Brevard. We'll get a free play there. Flag's on their side.
Well, I saw the umpire point that way, so it is offsides there. You're correct,
5-yard
Keith.
penalty. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs. So help us out a little bit. Let's see what we can get going here.
So Mustangs looking to do something here with 2nd and 5. 2:50 on the clock. Looks to his right. And passes incomplete to Brett Richmond.
Wilburn's pass falls incomplete. Richmond, the intended receiver. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
So Mustangs need to convert here. 3rd and 5 from our 21. Looks like they're calling an audible. They're looking over. Coach Capps is calling an audible.
They're trying to make the defense jump one more time there, but they stayed. So we're looking back.
Play clock down to 3, 2. They get the play off. And Wilburn
Same
throws
play,
it wide
but now
open
Richmond is open.
to Richmond, and Richmond across. He's
Hold the
keeping
ball,
going.
Brett.
And Richmond is down to the 46-yard line. He's a tough cookie.
Well, that's a name that tough cookie.
Yeah, tough cookie.
That's a name we keep repeating tonight. It seems like every game we've just had that name we've continually repeated, and tonight it's been Brett Richmond. He is showing up for the Mustangs, and boy, are we glad to have this guy for 2 more years.
2 more years we get Richmond. That was, the Mustangs have, I think if they get the ball out quicker, anything that's going back for long passes where holding the ball is not working for us, but any quick little passes are working. So Wilburn back, and he needs to get rid of it. And he runs up the middle, and it looks like a gain of about 5, but we got a flag on the play.
Looks like we're going to have holding on the offense
here. It's in the
here.
vicinity of holding for the Mustangs.
So that is going to be a holding on the Mustangs.
It's going to be 1st and 20 Mustangs.
1st and 10 here. Oh,
well, 1st and 20 because we had the penalty right there, I think.
It's 1st and 27.
So it's 1st and 27. It was from the spot of the foul. It's a spot foul, and so it's going to be 1st and 27.
well,
We're way
interesting
behind
there,
the
Keith.
sticks now.
It didn't look like this foul was that far back. Maybe it was.
Timeout, Brevard.
So timeout, Brevard. Mustangs have a little hole here to dig, but just like we did with Richmond, we can gain it all back here real quick. Let's take a real quick break. Keith West, Casey Melvin, Smoky Mountain Sports Network. Welcome back, Mustang fans, to the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. I'm Keith West, along with yours truly, Casey Melvin. Casey, people have been, we were at a game, the Hendersonville game, and you were just talking, and somebody turns around and goes, "Oh, it's the voice." And I thought they were talking about me, but they were actually talking about you, which is pretty awesome.
Well, we've talked about this. Props to you, because what they don't realize is the only reason they're talking about me is because I'm a girl, and I'm talking about football, and that's very rare. So. Wow, Keith, it looked like the ball was down, but the referee had not blown his whistle.
They did not blow the whistle. It was a fumble. Wilburn did not have it.
Jenkins
And number
just
7
took off.
picks it up and takes it to the house. So, again, just a little miscue there by the Mustangs. The referee didn't blow the whistle. Chris recovered it, ran up the middle, looked like he fumbled it, and then they never blow the whistle, blow the play dead, and then he just takes it right up the middle for a Brevard touchdown.
Yeah, that was interesting. I couldn't really tell what was going on, but everybody was standing around, and the referees were looking like, I haven't blown my whistle. And so Jenkins took the opportunity to grab a hold of it and take off. So they were letting people know nobody was down.
Smart play by Jenkins. I think everybody else, including us, I mean, we were just kind of talking here. Everybody, including us.
And they fake it, but great play.
Thinking that it was great play there by Dustin Stevens. Looked like it was a mishandled snap. Great play by Dustin Stevens to prevent that two-point conversion there. But it looked like it was a bad snap.
Yeah, I thought it was a fact, but I think it was a fumble there on the. He dropped it. I thought it was a fake, but he actually just fumbled it a little bit when he caught that snap on the point there.
Oh, on the kick out.
Yeah. I called a
two-point conversion.
A fake. Yeah, but he actually fumbled it up.
It was a fumble, picked it up, tried to take it around the can, and then Dustin got in there and stopped him. So Mustangs are down 27-7. That one really hurt. But you know what, Casey? To everybody's defense, I thought the play was over. I think everybody in the stadium thought the play's over. But the play's not over till we hear the whistle. So I didn't hear the whistle. The referees didn't blow the whistle. And Jenkins just smartly picked it up and took it right to the house.
Everhart lines up the kick. Stevens deep to return.
Well, Keith, we're 1:59 left on the clock here. Brevard to kick off. It'd be great for the Mustangs to answer here, and as a little pooch kick there to number 22 here for the Mustangs, Chris Weaver. So
nice play by Weaver. You know the fun thing there, Casey, was after that first one that they looked like they got and then they overturned it, I saw Coach Brindley telling them, hey, if it comes short, just call for a fair catch.
Yeah.
So always coaching the boys. You know, it's kind of hard, sometimes when you're getting beat 27-7, it's tough to keep the kids focused, but the cool thing about our coaching staff, they're still coaching.
Yeah, they are.
And you know what? We can score. We've scored 49, 50 points in a game, and so we can score this much in a game.
Like you said, Presley was out in the middle of during timeout when you guys didn't see this, but Coach David Presley was out there getting in the guys right up to him and saying, hey, this is where you need to meet him, and talking to these guys. And that's what I appreciate about our coaching staff is whether we're down or up, they're coaching and teaching. Not just coaching, but teaching, wanting these boys to grow. And Brindley talked about that before. He said, I want these to be young men who know how to learn how to grow into great men and football players and learn the game. And so I just appreciate that about our coaching staff.
So here we are with 1:33 left to play in the second half. Wilburn in the shotgun, the second quarter, first half, and low snap, but Wilburn takes it up the middle and gains about 3 yards to the 42-yard line.
Tackle right there by Zach Wilson from the Blue Devils.
3rd and 5, 3-yard gain.
Third and 5, under a minute left to play. Wilburn in the shotgun. See if we can convert here, get some momentum going into halftime. We will get the ball back just a little high there, and it's going to be 4th down. Probably going to maybe punt the ball here. See if we can regroup for the second half here. We are going to get the ball at halftime. Folks, stick around, please. My little famous saying, which my wife gets on to me, don't this weekend go get your Tito's. Stick around because we got the homecoming court, all right? So we got the homecoming court. We're crowning a homecoming queen. We'll be bringing all that live to you. We've also got a feature with a couple of our athletes that we'll also show you.
And Stevens goes up for the punt.
A beautiful punt, a lot of hang time. Swicegood catches the ball at a fair catch at about the 25-yard line. So Blue Devils are going to be in business here with 43.4 seconds left, and let's see how what they're going to do here. And
well, Keith, what we don't want to happen here is with 43 seconds, we get another score against us. So Mustangs need to contain here, get off the field, get into the locker room.
Yeah, we need to keep the ball in front of us. I'd like to say I'm making a prediction right here, Casey. Little interception. I think they're going to run the ball probably. Maybe a fumble. We need something to go our way right here. Ball goes to number 2, Jake Gravely, and he is. If we got to catch him here, guys. Darian Bird's got a hold of him, and he's down to the 18-yard line.
Good hustle there by Darian.
We lost containment over there, and unfortunately, there is a flag in the backfield. Looks like it's going to come back. It's on Brevard, probably holding. That may be the reason he got out. So it's holding on Brevard. I think that's the reason he got out there, Casey. He had a hold.
That's when you take a deep breath, Keith, and say, "Oh goodness, goodness, thank you."
I was like, "Oh no, oh goodness, here we go." But it was a hold, and so they're going to push him back. There's going to be a spot foul. We'll see whether the referee's going to place the ball. So it's going to put the Blue Devils in a big deficit right here.
So with 33 seconds left on the clock here, Brevard is going to be 1st and 16.
So Joe Powell in the backfield, Swicegood right behind him. Ball goes to Swicegood up the middle, and the big blue wall steps up, and a host of Mustangs bring Swicegood to a stop.
Great stop there by the Mustangs.
1 yard gain on the run. 2nd and 15.
So with time running out here with 10 seconds left on the clock.
Looks like it's going to bring the second quarter to a close there, Casey, with the score Brevard 27, Mustangs 7. Hey, it's been all Blue Devils. Let's see if the Mustangs can get this turned around. The cool thing is the coach is going to have to make some adjustments. We can right this ship, and we'll see what happens when we come back after halftime. Hey, stick with us. We're going to take a short break. We'll come back for our
Lots of fun things for you.
A lot of fun things. Homecoming court and a lot of other fun features. So stick with us here, Smoky Mountain Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Folks, we're here live with you on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. If you're just tuning in, we are quickly getting into the homecoming court here for the Smoky Mountain Mustangs. Your first lady up is Anne-Marie Allison. Allison plans to attend Appalachian State University.
Who has shown her what a passionate teacher is. Anne says, he has made high school so much
Again, this is Anne-Marie Allison.
Also, Willow Messer for sticking with me all 4 years by being the best and worst influence on me. Anne's escort tonight is her sister, Katie Allison.
And Anne is escorted by her sister, Katie. Next up on the court, we have Miss Addison Buchanan. Addison was coached by my husband, Jason Melvin, in basketball. Been around Addison for the past couple years. Fantastic kid. I've gotten to know her family, got to coach her brother in basketball. And so just grateful to see kids like Addison here on the court. Addison is escorted by her dad. She's planning to go to Toccoa Falls College to major in ministry. So good luck to you, Addison.
She says, my faith has grown me and shaped me into a better person. I still fail every day, but I have learned how to be strong and loving, even in challenging times, through God's grace.
Again, this is Addison Buchanan. She is escorted by her dad, Dustin Buchanan.
Addison
And next up, folks, on the court, this is one of the most awesome things I've ever seen. We have the triplets. You have Ashton Buchanan, Blair Buchanan, and, well, we're going to wait for the announcer to announce them all so that we won't get in front of you guys. But we have Elsie, Blair, and Ashton. So their dad's going to be shifting back to each one. These girls are seniors, all three triplets. Funny thing, we used to run a camp here in Silva and Cullowhee called Riverside Cove Camp. My first year as a counselor, I was in charge of the youngest group of kids, the youngest group of girls. I was the counselor to the 7-year-old group, and that was these young girls right here. Those three triplets were in my cabin at 7 and 8 years old, and so wow, to see them grow up now and be here on the homecoming court. Congratulations to the triplets. Now look, folks, look at this champion of a dad here. He's walking each triplet to their spot and then going back to the next one. What an honor for a dad. You have 3 young girls here and getting to walk each one out. What a special night for him to get to experience this with each of his daughters.
And Ashton have taught me true friendship, forgiveness, and acceptance. They are my best friends. Without each other, we are incomplete. They are the reason that I am who I am today. They make me, me. Her escort tonight is her father, Danny Buchanan. Blair Buchanan.
Again, that was Blair Buchanan. And last but not least, waiting for her dad to come get her arm in arm is Elsie Buchanan.
Elsie Buchanan is the daughter of Stevie Bradley and Danny Buchanan. And they reside
Stevie and Bradley, what amazing parents you guys are to raise 3 amazing girls. And I know you guys are so proud. Congrats again to the triplets.
The difference in Elsie's life is her mom, Stevie Bradley. Elsie says, she has inspired me to be a person that is kind and accepting of everyone, to always put Jesus first, and she is truly the reason I am who I am today. Her escort tonight is her father, who's getting his steps in, Danny Buchanan. Elsie Buchanan.
And next up is Rhea Hari. We've had the chance to be around Rhea past couple years. Her parents are awesome, and we get to coach her brother Div in basketball. Rhea is a amazing academic student. And so props to her and what she has coming in the future. I know she has a very bright future ahead.
I thank her for always being there for me. Her escort tonight is her father, Pete Patel.
And her escort tonight is her father, great man, Pete Patel. Congratulations, Rhea.
Hannah Renee Huddleston.
And next up is Hannah Huddleston. Hannah has also been coached by the past couple of years by my husband, Jason Melvin. Hannah is such a great, fun kid. She reminds me of me when I was on the basketball court. She doesn't take much from you. And she can pop that little attitude, and that gets her going in the games and helps her to score a lot. And I appreciate that about Hannah. Jason has loved coaching her.
She says, someone who has made a difference in my life.
Hannah is, sorry, I got tapped by my husband there. He was getting excited. Hannah's most influential person in her life is her sister, Naya.
one day see in myself.
Beautiful thing to see Hannah out here. She's grown into a great young woman. And so congratulations to Hannah.
Also helped me through high school by showing me the importance of sticking to my gut and standing up for myself. Thank you for everything. Love you always. Her escort tonight is her father, William Huddleston.
And again, Hannah is escorted by her father, William.
Allison Faith Mackey.
And next up, folks, one of my favorite people in the world, Allison Faith Mackey. Allison is a senior, obviously here on the court, plays on the golf team, has been coached by my husband through basketball and golf for the past couple years. And Allison actually attends CrossFit Swerve, where we coach CrossFit, and is an athlete with us.
Have made the biggest impact on my life by always supporting me to be a great reflection of Christ, to never give up in life, and most importantly, being the godly role models to help me grow in my faith. Her escort tonight is her father, Courtney Mackey.
Trying to get through this one without crying on you guys. Yeah, so Allison just mentioned me and Jason being great influences in her life, and so we just feel proud to be a part of that kid's life. Love her so much. Can't wait to see what happens for her future. She's going to Florida Gulf Coast University to do golf management and all kinds of things, golf, big things that I don't know the words of, but we love you, Allison. Love you so much, kiddo. Next, you have a great kid on your hands here. This is Willow Messer. She'll be coming out here with her dad. Her most influential person in her life is her grandmother, which I love to hear. Love seeing Willow. Willow is always working at Ingalls the past couple years, and Willow is one of the most just genuine, kind kids. Every time I walk into Ingalls, she's always saying hey to me. Congratulations to Willow.
Natalie Noli Paris.
And folks, here comes one of my favorite kids, Natalie Paris. You will see this kid all over the basketball court. Fantastic basketball player, but even more important, a fantastic kid. Really heavy into FCA, and so you're not going to get much better than Natalie. After graduation, she's going to go somewhere for a 4-year university. Still not sure where she's going to go yet.
Natalie says, I couldn't choose just one, so I would say my mom, dad, and sister have made the biggest
I love this
difference in
about
my
Natalie.
life.
She said, I couldn't just choose one person that influences me the most, so it's got to be my mom, dad, and sister. And what great family she has. If you hear somebody in the gym during a basketball game, you're going to hear that man cheering loudly for his daughter, Mr. Robert Paris. And so congratulations. We love you, Natalie.
Krishna Patel is the daughter of Yogita and Shaitan Patel.
Next, we have Krishna Patel.
Krishna has been active in yearbook.
Krishna is huge into the National Honor Society, great academic student, involved in so many different things here at Smoky. She's going to be attending actually NC State, Wolfpack here, Wolfpack kind of girl for her college. Her most influential person is her mom. Love hearing kids when they say their mamas are the most influential person. As being 6.5 months pregnant here, hope to one day hear my kids say that I'm influential in their life. So congratulations to her. Again, this is Krishna Patel.
Delaney Ariana Rodriguez. Delaney Rodriguez is the daughter of Erica Munoz, and they reside in the Coley community. She's been active in marching band, show choir, musical theater, and National Honor Society. After graduation, she plans to attend the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill on a full scholarship and major in Portuguese. She says, Mr. Umflett and the SMHS marching band have made me who I am today. I've learned so much about music and life. I'm very thankful I got to be a part of this special group. Her escort tonight is her mother, Erica Munoz. Delaney Rodriguez.
Folks, again, sorry I got cut off right there for a second. That was who you just saw was Delaney Rodriguez. She was escorted by her sweet mother. Congratulations, Delaney. Hopefully you guys could hear the announcer speaking about her. My mic got cut off there for just a second. We're back. And last but not least, we're with Nora Rubel. She is also in the Nationals Honor Society and one of the most famous groups here at Smoky, the show choir, ran by one of the most famous ladies around here at Smoky, Miss Haggard. Her sister is the most influential person in her life.
I learned from her. I look up to her.
And Nora is a great kid. Heard lots about Nora and her kindness and her generous heart.
Her escort tonight is
her escort is her dad. So congratulations to Nora. All right, folks, we're here waiting in anticipation. First will be announced is your runner-up, and then they will announce your homecoming queen.
The Smoky Mountain High School homecoming princess runner-up.
And your princess, ladies and
Delaney
gentlemen,
Rodriguez.
Delaney Rodriguez. Congratulations to Delaney.
Are you leaving? No. Oh, Jack? Oh, we need to be down there. Okay.
And folks, if you just saw who was walking out, that is your previous queen, one of our favorite girls, Miss
And
Lindsay
now, your
Stack.
spring 2021 homecoming queen
Ladies and
is
gentlemen, your queen is
Blair Buchanan.
none other than one of the triplets, Miss Blair Buchanan. Congratulations, Blair. We are so excited for you. Well deserved by a fantastic girl. Here's one thing you'll know heard about Blair. Blair is kind, but Blair's really funny, and a lot of kids like to say that about Blair. But congratulations, Blair. We are so excited for this win for you. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 homecoming queen, Blair Triplets Buchanan. So, folks, we're going to end right here with Blair receiving her crown, and we're going to go to a quick break. And we're going to have some special features coming up right after this. You'll hear back from Keith in just a second. We're going to take a quick commercial break, kick you back over to Keith West, the voice of the Mustangs, and we'll be back, folks. Go Stangs.
Congratulations to Blair Buchanan and the entire homecoming court.
Hey Mustang fans, we're back here live on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. This week we caught up with one of our seniors, Daniel Melton. It was 40 yards with Keith West featuring Daniel Melton. So let's roll that tape and let you get to know a little bit more about Daniel Melton. Hey Mustang fans, we're here with a special feature, 40 yards with Keith West featuring Daniel Melton. How are you doing today, Daniel?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, this is very special for me. Daniel's dad and I went to school here together a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Needless to say, you're taller than your dad.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Jed's a little bit taller than me. So here's how it goes, Daniel. I'm going to start asking you questions. We got 40 yards to answer the questions. You get 1 point. No, you don't get any points, all right?
No points?
No points, but if you ever get stumped or anything and you want a timeout, just tell me a 20-second timeout.
Okay.
We'll start. Are you ready?
All right, yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. First question. You pull up at a convenience store, you walk in, what is your go-to convenience store food?
Snickers bar.
Oh, a Snickers bar.
Mm-hmm.
That's me too. I'll tell them to do that. Let me ask you this. Most influential person in your life right now?
Probably my mom.
Your mom.
Yes, sir.
Your mom. Tell me why.
Well, she's just always been there for me. She's like really my rock. Me and her, we're really close.
Totally, totally. I jump in your car. You and I are going to go somewhere. What music's playing?
Country.
Favorite movie?
Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame, totally. I love that one too. Hey, let me ask you this. Favorite NFL team?
The Panthers.
NFL player?
Christian McCaffrey.
If you put Coach Caps, now be careful with this one, and Coach Brinley in the octagon, who's coming out with the victory?
Oh, Coach Caps, 100%.
Coach Caps, 100%.
100%. He's my sponsor for homecoming.
There we go. Last question. Who is the best singer on the team?
gonna go with Britt.
Britt Birch of all people. I did not even see that one
Brevard.
coming. Hey gang, we're at the goal line. We hope we hit this a lot this weekend. When we hit here, maybe Daniel's gonna get a little pass from Chris Wilburn, and you're gonna hear me say, give him 6. Hey, this is 40 Yards with Keith West featuring Daniel Melton, senior, cornerback,
Yes, sir.
and wide receiver.
Sir.
See you later, Mustang
See
fans.
ya.
What a great interview there with Daniel Melton, and for all you Mustang fans, Daniel has been crowned homecoming king this year, so we're really proud of him and proud of what he accomplished here. We're going to go real quick to some stats here. This is what we're looking at. Mustangs are getting outrushed 134 to 56, and passing yards we're up there with 55 to 31 total yards. Blue Devils don't have as many as I really thought they would have been, 165 to 111. But the big one, the glaring thing there, is the 2 turnovers. Those have really cost the Mustangs. I just talked to one of our colleagues. He is the one keeping the stats, and he actually said he thought that Wilburn was down on that play for the turnover. But you know what? As I always tell my kids in baseball, whatever the referee says, the umpire says, that's the way it goes. So we're going to deal with that. We're going to move on. Mustangs are going to get the ball here, start of the 3rd quarter. Let's see if we can right the ship here. We got Brett Baldwin, Max Buchanan, and Dustin Stevens deep, and see maybe if the Blue Devils will come out cold here tonight. So here we go, Mustang fans, for another second half of Mustang football. Fair catch is called for by Zeb Fisher at about the 31-yard line. So the Mustang offense is rolling back out there. Chris Wilburn leading the troops, and we're going to see what actually transpires here. So Mustangs had some success from throwing, so we'll see if they come out and start slinging it. So the good thing is Coach Capps is always, Coach Brindley, they always do a lot of adjustments during halftime. We'll see what the adjustments came out of this halftime break. Wilburn in the shotgun, along with Dustin Stevens. Darian Bird to the side. Looks like Darian was started off a little offsides there, so legal procedure, so it's going to be against the Mustangs.
Start called against the Mustangs. 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15.
Score updates for you tonight. Robbinsville at the half, 38, Swain 0. Another interesting score, it is Hendersonville 10 and Pisgah 7. Wilburn back to pass. Going to roll out to his right. Looks like he's going to tuck it and run, and throws an interception to number 88. Kind of came across his body there. Interception. That's turnover number 3 for the Mustang, and there's a flag on the field. I think it might. I don't. Looks like it might be on Brevard. Talking to Coach Brindley over there. Could have been roughing the passer. Our Brevard colleagues over here saying, hope it's after the interception, but unfortunately, I think it's before the interception. That was roughing the passer on Brevard, and so that's going to be a big mark off for the Mustangs. And we're in business here. It's going to be probably a 1st down or maybe even 4th and 1. Penalty results in a 1st and 10 Mustangs. Wilburn in the backfield. Hand off to Dustin Stevens. Dustin on the right side and gains about 2 yards.
Stevens picks up 2 yards, 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
Wilburn in the backfield. Looks like he's looking. And a big sack for Chris Wilburn. 52 says he's about like down on the play was Wilburn. He was sacked for a loss. There's a couple of flags on the field, and we'll sort this thing out and relay it to you guys.
And, folks, I'm back. You might have heard me for the first minute there. Went to the little ladies' room after that homecoming time.
For those of you that do not know, Casey is expecting, and Jason both are expecting their first child in July, so we're pretty pumped. Pretty exciting. They're waiting to find out what the sex of the baby is until it comes out. So, Casey, I've always said this is one of the life's last greatest surprises.
Exactly.
So
that's why we went for it. You and your wife convinced us.
You get a pass. When you have the child, it seems like you have to go to the restroom a lot. At least I remember that when my wife was pregnant. I've never been pregnant. I've just been in the room twice on that one.
And if you want to know the wife's name, she just mentioned she's running our scoreboard. She said, "You guys never call me by my name. You just say the wife." So, ladies and gentlemen, your scoreboard keeper tonight, none other than Hope West.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Brevard.
So unsportsmanlike conduct against Brevard. So that's another big mark off for the Mustangs. And there was holding. It was holding against the Mustangs and unsportsmanlike conduct against Brevard. So they're sorting out, and we'll see what down and distance we've got here in just a minute.
So, folks, we're here resetting the ball here. And it's going to be 2nd and 8 here for the Mustangs.
Wilburn in the shotgun, Richmond. And the ball goes to Brett Richmond around the corner. He is going to gain about 6 yards and out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
And that'll be leaving the Mustangs with, it looks, about a 3rd and 3 here.
Wilburn's going to be under center. Stevens in the backfield along with Darian Bird. And the ball goes to Stevens off of the right side. He pushes through, and he's going to be just short, about a yard short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and short. Brindley's got some big decisions to make as we go here.
4th and 1.
So big play already, Casey, in the second half here for the Mustangs. We've been moving the ball, and it would be great for us to continue to this drive. So it's going to be 4th and 1 from about the 50-yard line. Wilburn in the backfield along with Dustin Stevens. And Richmond is in motion, and they give the ball to Richmond, and he needs to push. He needs to cut it up the field, and it looks like, and maybe that is a personal
And
foul.
we're looking for a flag here. The fans are looking for a flag here.
I mean, literally, Richmond was out of bounds, at least 5 feet out of bounds.
And grabbed him by the horse collar
and
there.
got jammed. So first down, Mustangs. Great play by Brett there. Brett's pretty, I like Brett because he plays with a lot of fire, and so I really credit him there. He, knowing Brett, he would have probably got up and gotten that guy's face, but number 88's face there. But you know, hey, the referees are just letting them play ball, and I think that's awesome. Mustangs are still rolling here. We got 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. We're in Blue Devil territory.
And, Keith, right here is where we need to answer. We need to start off this second half with a touchdown here from the Mustangs. Let's see if we can get that going. Oh,
Stevens
Dustin's up the middle. He's hard to track down, folks.
And, folks, it's a big gain down to about the 27-yard line. Looks like also there may be some tacked on there. Looks like maybe a horse collar or maybe a face mask penalty.
Looks like they might have grabbed him by the face mask. Darian was kind of throwing the signal for, hey, that's a flag, and he's looking to his coach saying face mask. So I think that's going to be.
Yeah, Darian was right there blocking, so I think he saw that by Dustin. And you know what I've seen on this drive, Casey? We were a little flat going into halftime, and it looks like the boys are playing fast again.
Yeah, we have a little bit of spark in us here.
Getting Brevard on their heels, and I think that's what we need. So it's like, let's see what they're going to sort out here. That was a 20-some yard gain of Dustin Stevens right up the middle.
Looks like the referees are discussing the call here. So looks like whatever the original flag was, he's coming back out. And Brindley is not happy about this call. He is not happy about this call. So he's almost looking like he's pointing to us like there was another flag here on the play. So there is going to be a personal foul, but then the referee turns around. So we're going to see here. So we know it's personal foul, folks.
Personal foul. Now he goes and asks again.
We're discussing here.
I thought it was a personal foul 15 yards on the end of the run, but let's just see.
Personal foul face mask.
Personal foul face mask against Brevard. They're going to mark it off 15 more yards. That's a big, huge penalty.
Well, the cards are in our favor,
of the
Keith.
goal.
Cards are in our favor here for us to be in great position to score. Time for us to answer right here and get us 14 on the board. Let's see what the Mustangs come up with. So here we are on the 12-yard line here for the Stangs. Wilburn in shotgun motion with Stevens to his left. Low snap. Stevens shifts back to the left and then his right and gets a few yards. And it looks like he's going to put Stevens right about the 6-yard line. Yeah.
6-yard line, maybe 7-yard line. Dustin's really running downhill right now, and keep feeding the big blue machine here. Wilburn in the shotgun, long sustained drive here for the Mustangs, and looks like a false start.
Another
Mustangs
flag on the
probably.
play. It's going to. And that's going to be offsides on the offense.
5-yard penalty.
Well, we just gained that and almost basically shot ourselves right back in the foot here. Now we're almost back where we started.
Okay, ball's going to be at the 12-yard line. Second and about 10. We can get a first down. So we're in a good position here, Casey, that we can get a first down inside the 5.
You've got Fisher shifting over to the left. Stevens on Wilburn's left. Wilburn
Big
takes
hole,
it up the
big
middle.
hole, Wilburn up the middle, and it's hard to bring down. Looks like it's going to get to about the 5-yard line.
It's going to bring the Mustangs to 3rd and goal here. No, we're going to be 3rd and 3 here, folks. I'm sorry.
Maybe 3rd and 3.
Wilburn in the shotgun. Little misdirection. Wilburn's going up the middle and a touchdown.
Yeah,
Chris
that's our
Wilburn.
boy Chris Wilburn.
Give him 6. Great read there by Chris, and picks it off the right side. Give him the points, and Mustangs on the scoreboard. 27-14. So Hunter Presley will come in for the extra point. Great play by Chris Wilburn there.
Well, folks, we're going here for the extra point, and if you see on the sideline, you may be wondering what happened to Eli Stack. He is on the sideline, not much worried about what's going on with him, but he is in a sling, so we're probably looking at a collarbone issue situation here, maybe a wrist. But Stack will not be coming back into the game. He is in a sling there on the sideline. Stack did give us a great game and great minutes in there, some great tackles by him in the first half. So hoping that Stack can get healed quickly and back into our next game.
Casey, that's kind of what we needed there, is to respond, and that's great for the Mustangs. We got some momentum now, but now we need the defense to step up and get us the ball back. Mustang fans, we're back. Hunter Presley getting ready to kick off for the Mustangs. And so we cover this kick. We've got, looks like number 5. And Mustangs tried a little pooch kick there. And
kind of a little copy there for Brevard.
Little
see
copy,
if we can get that.
See if that would work. And fair catch called by number 88.
You know,
Justice.
I think that's probably a smart call for us. We've been getting these guys back for Brevard, and they've just been taking off down the field. So I think we wanted to contain ourselves right there, try to get our defense quickly out on the field before Brevard would streak through for another touchdown.
Here we go. We need the Mustangs to respond and step up on defense. Ball comes around the corner. Number 2, Jake Gravely. Hard to bring down.
And he's finally shoved out of bounds by Lawson White.
Shoved out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. So a pickup of about 15 yards on that play.
First and 10 for Brevard.
Jenkins up the middle, and it goes to Powell, and he throws it out.
A jump pass.
A jump pass out, and another first down for the Blue Devils. Really athletic play there by
First of all, Keith, okay, Brindley was wanting this, and I thought this was happening. I'm pretty sure he was past the line of scrimmage when that pass happened.
Well, if he passed it back, it would be a lateral, but it looks like there's a flag in the play. It's going to be a legal forward pass, though. So I don't know
I
if
was
he
gonna
passed
I was
it
gonna
back or
call
not.
that, and I saw Brindley jumping up and down like, hey, this happened. So I think that's what's going to be. I think he was past the line of scrimmage with a forward pass. So I think that we're going to bring it back here.
Yeah, Brindley was right on the line of scrimmage, so he knew it would be a legal forward pass. So actually, it was no flag. It was a legal lateral and a really neat play. Joe Powell comes in, throws it backwards over there to Carver, and gets about 12 yards and a first down, Blue Devils. So Mustang's going to have to respond here. Blue Devils kind of got us on the heels yet again. So Joe Powell in the backfield with single back set here. Fakes up the middle. No, ball goes up the middle to number 7, Caleb Jenkins, and gain about 6 yards. Really, this kid really runs down here. We're going to see him for another couple years.
Mustangs have got to buckle down right here. It's going to be a 2nd and 5 here for the Mustangs. We've got to buckle down here and get these Blue Devils back. We're getting help on their side with these penalties here and there, but it seems like they just continue to gain yardage. We've got to buckle down and meet these guys head on with the tackle.
So Powell, single back set. Going to Jenkins. He's going to throw.
Long.
And looks like he completed the pass over the middle to number 88.
Your 88 is going to be
Justice Abram. He's hurt us a lot this tonight.
Abram Justice.
Abram Justice, excuse me.
And that was a bullet pass there by Powell. Bullet pass. This kid's a great quarterback. He truly is. And so now we're looking at 1st and goal here for Brevard. Not where we want to be here. Let's see if the Mustangs can just hold him off here for the next 4 downs.
The middle to Jenkins again, and a great stop there by the Mustangs.
Great effort there by Lawson White, your senior.
And also Davey Matthews was in there on that tackle. Loved that Davey was going for the ball, trying to get a turnover. Mustangs need to really stiffen here and see if we can get the ball and get a turnover here. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 7-yard line.
And it's going to be a
Go
reverse
around the
right
corner.
there.
And it looks like maybe holding, and a great play there by number 8, Darian Bird, to stop number 2, Jake Gravely.
Looks like we're going to bring it back here. Yep, holding, you're right, Keith,
Holding
on the
against
offense.
the Blue Devils, and we'll see if it's going to be a spot foul or from the line of scrimmage. So now we got 2nd and goal from the 18-yard line. So it was a from the line of scrimmage, and let's see if the Mustangs can hold. We caught a break there, Casey, but you can't hold. You know, can't hold.
Well, this is good for the Mustangs. The flag is on our side here now, Keith, and so we've set ourselves in a great position for our defense to get this team off the field.
We need to be aware of maybe a pass here with Powell. I think he might end up throwing it, and we just
they
gave
did
some
what
of it
they
back.
wanted. They did what they wanted, Keith. Our boys were eager to get in and get a hold of that, and so we're going to get an offsides on the Mustangs. Great play call there by the Brevard.
Yeah, we'll
Brevard Blue Devils.
give them 5 back. It's going to be still 2nd and goal from the 16-yard line. Powell in the backfield, Swicegood behind him. Ball goes to Powell, still's got it. He squares his shoulder, wide
open in the middle.
And big stop, Carver was wide open, and Powell just hit him right in the chest there, Casey. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. Brett Richmond was there and shut him down. So now Mustangs backs against the wall for 3rd and 5 on the 5-yard line.
To Carver. It's about a 12-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 5. Let's make some noise, Mustangs fan.
So Mustangs need a huge stop right here on this drive. 3rd and 5 for Brevard. We do not need a score here. And again, folks, they got us again. It's going to be offsides. My husband in the background saying it may be on the offense here, so we're going to see what the referees say.
He was drawn off. So it's false start against the Blue Devils. So now it's going to make it difficult for them. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
So here we go
3rd
again,
and goal
Keith.
from the 10.
We get help again. We keep getting help, and then we keep shooting ourselves in the foot. We've got to stay strong here.
We're going to stay strong here. Want the Blue Devils to settle for a field goal, or at least a field goal attempt here.
Big stop here for the Mustangs. We need
Powell
this.
rolls right. See
He's
if we can
looking.
get him. Got to tackle him,
And
and yes, we
great
put him out of
tackle.
bounds at the 5-yard line. So a host of Mustangs over there. Antonio was over there, and
Rocky
Magestro was over there.
Davey Mathis there.
Davey Mathis, and I think even Zeb Fisher, the defensive end, was pushing him out of bounds. So they're going to set up for a extra point here. I mean, an extra point. a 3-point field goal. And it's going to be about a 22-yard field goal. Got to watch Rocky Magestro off the side there, Casey.
Yeah, Rocky can come off quick here. Let's see if he can block this. Oh, folks, he was so close.
The kick is good.
Yeah, it was almost Dustin Stevens. Almost blocked that thing. I mean, literally, I think it went right between his hands.
Right between his hands.
So with 3:56 left in the 3rd quarter, it's Brevard Blue Devils 30, your Smoky Mountain Mustangs 14. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come right back to you. Welcome back to the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. I'm Keith West along with Casey Melvin. Mustangs are down 30-14. Dustin Stevens, Brett Richmond, and Max Buchanan back to return. And a little pooch kick there is going to go right to Richmond, and Richmond's going to return it from the 20-yard line. He goes to the 25, the 30,
some space.
the 35, the 40, and about the 44-yard line. Great run by Brett Richmond, about 25 yards on the return.
Richmond returns the kick 22 yards.
And it's time for our offense to come on the field, answer back here. Well, hey, Keith, we need the same thing that we just saw in the first part of the quarter. Let's get ourselves on the board here with a 21-30 score, because this is what we need here in the third quarter. So Mustangs need to answer here with a touchdown and bring it in within 9 so that we can respond here in the fourth quarter.
So it looked like it was a bad snap. Great for Chris Wilburn. He jumped on the ball, and we lost about three yards on the play.
Second 13. Lydia Gonzalez, please meet your party at the lower gate. Lydia Gonzalez, please meet your party at the lower gate.
So Mustangs are behind the sticks again. We're Wilburn in the backfield along with Stevens. The ball going to go to Stevens up the middle, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, about 3 yards gain.
So Stevens tried to break free there, just couldn't squeeze through, and it's hard. Look at these guys on the line, Keith. You got big number 74 here, Aiden Walker. He is literally 6 foot 290. That's not an easy wall to get through. So Stevens tried to get through
their
that.
sophomore running back, number 7, Caleb Justice. He's 235 on the line there. So they got a big. They're pretty big up front. Wilburn in the backfield along with Stevens.
And another flag on the play here, folks.
Looks like offsides. They're signaling offsides. Offsides on Brevard. So we're going to get 5 extra yards on that one.
So there's a little bit of help for the Mustangs.
Third and
6.
Be about 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. Wilburn in the backfield, takes a low snap, looking, and there he is again, number 88. That's the second interception of the game for number 88. He was just right there in the throwing lane. That will be Abram Justice.
Justice picks off Wilburn's pass, returns it about 15 yards to the 36-yard line.
So this is going to turn over downs here, switching over to the Blue Devils with 2:28 here on your screen. Mustangs can get a stop right here. I'm sure Brevard is going to play it safe here with Powell.
Powell in the backfield. He's going to go to Swicegood, and Powell's going to run it across the right side. Runs into his own man, and a great tackle there by number 56,
Eli Grasty.
Oh, Eli Grasty, yeah. Eli Grasty, great job. Folks, sometimes when I don't see it, I'm a little bit older than Casey. My eyes are not good, and I have to squint, and so I
just have
sometimes
to help
miss.
you. Well, there's a glare on the window.
Sometimes miss.
I've been hearing other people say there's a glare, so maybe it's just.
I'll blame the glare, but I also have these $1 glasses I got at Dollar Tree, so maybe I need to go get
Well,
some,
I know you stockpile on these glasses. You go to the Dollar Tree and stockpile on them because you break them a lot.
Swicegood right up the middle. He's pushing and going to be stopped there for a no gain. That was Davey Matthews. Also,
Davey Mathis.
Nakoma Driver was in on that. Davey Mathis, excuse me. Nakoma Driver and Antonio Lorenzo was in on those tackles.
Also, when I correct you, I just want people to know on the broadcast, when I'm correcting you, it's because I have the corrector in my ear. So
is that from my wife?
Yes.
Or is that from Hope?
So
Hope, my wife.
Hope, your wife. If you say something wrong, she corrects in my ear, and I correct you because I'm following you.
Gang, you
You're
don't
the
see
voice.
us. I'm on the far left-hand side, and I've got Casey, and then I got Hope, so that's how I'm getting the information. Oh, it's a bobble snap. Swicegood up the middle. He goes to the left hand. He goes to the right-hand side. A great block out there, and then out of bounds, knocked out by Darian Bird.
That's going to leave the Blue Devils here with the first down. You know, something about your wife. so we don't talk about her that much. We call her the grammar girl. She's not going to let you get by with bad grammar. And so a lot of corrections up here from her a lot.
Well, what people don't know, we'll give you a little history. We have an injured Blue Devil on the field. Looks like number 7. That is Caleb Jenkins.
Important player here for the Blue Devils.
Important player for the Blue Devils, sophomore, really good player. But something that you guys do not know is that I actually grew up here, so I'm country.
You did.
And then my wife is from Dallas, Texas, so she's more cultured.
That's a different kind of country.
Well, it's a different kind of country. That's more like cowboy country.
Yeah.
But not my wife. She's more civilized than me. So, you know, when we first got married, Casey, or when I first met her, I thought that a nice hotel was like Hampton Inn. Like, that's high dollar.
That was high dollar for me growing up.
Because you know why? Because you get the breakfast buffet. Oh, excuse me, it was number 77. 77.
That's Corey Bates.
Corey Bates. But we get the breakfast thrown in, and then I learned really quickly that that's not the case.
She likes well, one thing about being friends with her is she has shown me what the fine things of life are.
So here we go, guys. Bates looked like he walked off on his own, under his own power. Going to go into the little medical clinic over there, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 21-yard line. Powell.
And he's
wide
looking
open
long.
for a win and a touchdown. Chris Wynn. Brevard Blue Devils. We were just a
You're
little
seeing
lost
some frustration here from Dustin. He's like talking to his guys. I think there was just a little bit of a miscommunication here from our defenders, trying to figure out who was where on that situation. Coaches are getting together and talking here, but not what we wanted here for the Mustangs after that fumble. So we're going to look at probably a 37-14 lead here for the Blue Devils going in to the fourth quarter.
Hold us down. The kick is good. Your score is going to be 37-14. It's been all Blue Devils tonight. We're going to take a little quick commercial break, see if we can regroup here, and come back on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. Back live here at Carl Hooper Stadium. Keith West and Casey Melvin on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. Brevard has just scored to make it 37-14. They're kicking off a little pooch kick there, and Zeb Fisher's going to take it right up the middle. And a great little run there by Zeb. Going to be out to the 47-yard line.
He's not a guy you want to head on.
No, he's not.
Zeb Fisher returns the kick 10 yards.
Referees are signaling here. Looks like they're calling something back. There's a flag here. Keith, there is a flag here on the sideline. So
There is a flag on the play.
it is over here on the far sideline on the 30-yard line. So they're going over to discuss with the Brevard coach here, and they're also discussing with Brindley. So we're wondering if this flag is after the play because the ball wasn't back that far. So
I
here
don't even
comes the
think there was
referee.
any players over here because all the action was in the middle, but it looks like it is on Smoky Mountain. So we're going to figure out what the flag is.
Looks like
here.
there's going to be nope. The offense is coming out on the field. They're going to mark the Mustangs back here. So your head ref. Well, Keith, I'm going to be honest. I have never seen that signal by a referee. He had both his hands behind the back, so I can't tell you what this is. They haven't moved the ball.
And they moved the ball back because Zeb ended up. Yeah, it's a 5-yard penalty. Zeb was stopped at the. we don't know what the penalty was, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Just a flag, a flag.
Wilburn up the
punches
middle,
to the middle
and gains about 2 or 3 yards.
Great run there by
about
Chris.
6 yards. Good job, Chris.
We've talked about this before. Is Chris kind of runs like a fullback. He knows how to power through. We'll love to see him in a position. It'd be fun and cool just to maybe see him sometime in that position to see what he would do because he's a strong kid.
Yeah, he really, really runs downhill. It's hard to bring him down, low center of gravity. He just really powers through.
And
hand off to Stevens off the right side, and he's out of bounds for a loss of about 2.
Stevens was trying to find a gap there, just couldn't really break it. So we're going to lose 2 yards there for the Mustangs, and it's going to be 3rd and 6 with 14 seconds left. 13.3 seconds left here in the third.
Wilburn in the backfield, got 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. He is looking left. He is still looking left. He throws it across the middle and just missed Darian Bird. So see what they're going to dial up here. It's going to be 4th and about 6. With just over. So we just got some clarification on the penalty. It was sideline interference on the Mustangs. That's what the penalty was. So Dustin Stevens back to punt, fields the punt, and has a nice punt.
Rocky Magestro back.
It's rolling. It's got a great Mustang bounce and caught at about the 5-yard line by Davey Mathis. Excuse me. Sorry, Davey Mathis. We're going to take a little short break here. After the third quarter, it is the Blue Devils 37 and the Mustangs 14. We're live back here. Start of the fourth quarter. Blue Devils, been all Blue Devils tonight, Casey. 37-14 over the Mustangs. Blue Devils have the ball at about the 7-yard line. 1st and 10.
Shout out to the Mustang cheerleaders and their pyramids.
Oh, they're doing some pyramids. Great. Ball off the right side, a gain of about 1. Great job for the Mustangs. Sorry, Casey, you caught me off guard. I was thinking Joe Powell, and then you mentioned the cheerleaders, and I just did not didn't process that well.
I don't even know if that's a pyramid. That actually probably not, because that's how terrible I am at knowing the lingo. What they do is really hard, and so I just know the word pyramid, but it's really standing on one leg while somebody holds up your one leg and trying to balance.
That is incredibly hard. I don't think I could do it.
And
Never.
while also doing the V's and the Y's and the S's and the M's, that's hard, even though we're SMHS.
Joe Powell in the backfield, Swicegood up the middle off the right side, and tackled by a host of Mustangs. We did a great job. Going to be about on the 11-yard line, 12-yard line.
4-yard gain, Swicegood, 3rd and 5.
It's going to be 3rd and 5, so a big stop here, Casey, from the Mustangs would be needed, and let's see if we can come up with a big stop here.
Brevard comes out of the huddle with 10:44 running on the clock.
Powell in the backfield, Swicegood right behind him, takes the snap, fakes the Swicegood, Powell
Looks out to
rolling
his
right,
left.
and we got the Mustang
tackle.
wave there, got him. That's going to be Colin Crow. All-conference player Colin Crow smothered Joe Powell.
Exciting good thing about Colin, he's coming back next year.
You're correct, he is. So Powell sacked on the play. Powell's going to go back for the kick, and great stop by the Mustangs there.
It's been a 7-yard loss, 4th and 13. Powell's back to punt, Stevens deep to return.
Powell back to punt, Stevens deep to return. Let's see if we can flip the fields here for the Mustangs.
And it's high
Not a very
kick.
good kick. Let's see if we can get away. It takes a Mustang bounce going back the other way. It's going to be at the 31-yard line. We are in business, Casey.
We're in business, folks.
We're in business here. So let's see what the Mustangs are going to dial up here for for this play. You know, one thing I know about these kids is even though we're down 37-14, I know that they're not going to stop. They're not going to quit.
And your quarterback, he's got heart. And Stevens, he's got heart. Your seniors here on the field, they've got heart. They're going to hang on here for the Mustangs. And, hey, it's the age-old quote, it ain't over till it's over.
Wilburn gets a low snap, goes to Stevens. Stevens off the right side. He's breaking free. He's
Oh,
going up the
folks,
middle
this
and
is
looks
what I
like
just
he's going to go all the way to the house. Touchdown, Dustin Stevens. Casey, give him 6.
Give him 6, and it ain't over till it's over, folks.
You called it, okay. So great job by Dustin Stevens right up the middle, and looks like we're going to be going for 2 here.
Keeping our offense here on the field. Looks like the Stangs are going to go for 2. And this is needed here, folks, because we did have Brevard kick a field goal. So if we have a chance here to make this comeback, we really do. We need this too.
Got to get it within a 2-score game here. So let's see what pull one of those special plays out right here down on the goal line.
And Stevens
is sacked or stopped for about a 2-yard loss.
Try to stiff arm there, was a little slippery.
We'll take a little short break here. Mustangs just scored. Is now scored down 37-20. Brevard leading. Live on the Smoky Mountain Sport Network. This is Keith West and Casey Melvin back on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. The Mustangs just scored, Casey, a play up the middle. Stevens had about a 30-yard run, I think, right up the middle and scored. And so we went for 2. We missed it, but Presley's getting ready to kick it off to the Blue Devils. So it's short, and he...
Another little pooch there to Chris Connor.
Chris Connor right up the middle, and the Blue Devils are going to be on our side of the field for the ball with the ball.
Brevard has it 1st and 10 at the 49.
Jenkins in the backfield. Powell getting ready to see the handoff or the snap, and nice job. Mustangs smothered them there. Look like Colin Crow and Davey Mathis. Yeah,
yes.
Davey Mathis. Calling his name a lot again. So Powell's got the play from the sidelines. He's just kind of taking his own time. Casey, I think they're trying to run some of the clock off. It's been a little bit different second half. Mustangs have really responded. We've lot better second half than the first half, and Powell brings his troops back out, 2nd and about 8. Jenkins in the backfield.
Be great for the Mustangs to get a stop here. Fumble, interception, anything right here would be great for us.
Swicegood off the right-hand side, and looks like he's out of bounds. Going to have about 3rd and 3. So great job of just getting Swicegood out of bounds at about the 43-yard line, 42-yard line.
5-yard gain by Swicegood, 3rd and 3.
So the Mustangs need a big stop here, Casey. Big stop here for the Mustangs. Powell brings the play in. We've got 8:31 on the clock. Blue Devils leading 37-20. Powell receives the ball, goes to Swicegood, gets the ball to the corner, and is out of bounds. Tackled by Brett Richmond, enough for the Blue Devil first down.
Swicegood gains about 13. There is a flag on the play.
You know, Slice Good is good at getting the ball up the field. Like you said, Keith is a north to south kind of runner. Looks like there's a flag on the play. It's going to be holding on the offense here. So help there for the Mustangs. That's going to be a 10-yard play, and that's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Blue Devils.
Casey, I don't know if you've noticed this, but Brandon and I up here in the press box noticed that every time the ball snapped, you'll see Powell kind of lean forward, and I'm wondering if that could be a illegal procedure, the way he leans forward before the ball gets there.
Yeah, that's definitely something I would be looking at as a coach and making sure that that's not something that's affecting our defense.
Yeah. So here we go, the Blue Devils. Looks like it's going to be timeout Blue Devils. And so
timeout Brevard.
Let's take a little small break here. Right now it is 8:24 left to go in the game. Blue Devils 37, Mustangs 6. Timeout on the field. Welcome back here on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. I'm Keith West along with Casey Melvin. Next week, Casey, we're going to be here for our last broadcast of a varsity game. It's going to be East Henderson. It's going to be senior night. So if you can turn out and support these seniors, they've had a shortened season because of COVID.
Yeah.
And really come out here and support these kids. Really representing our Mustangs really, really good here. So it's going to be 3rd and about 11. Powell on the receiving the ball. Goes to Swicegood. He's looking to pass.
Oh, he's looking pass. Back up.
Mustangs are tackling him.
And great tackle right there.
Tackle there.
By number 42, Nakoma Driver.
Powell for 6 yards.
And also Eli Grasty there on the tackle. So it's going to be 4th and about 5.
So here's where the Mustangs need a big stop here. Brevard is obviously trying to run this clock down as much as they can, not to give the Mustangs any kind of chance to come back. And so,
yeah, Casey, it seems like there's momentum has shifted to the Mustangs side, especially in the second half. We've stopped them. We had that one. We gave up one touchdown, I think, in the second half. So, we just kind of dug ourselves deep. I think they're going to call timeout here. They are going to call timeout. So they ran the clock down, called timeout. With 7:23 left, it's Brevard 37 and the Mustangs 20. We'll take a little short break. We'll be right back with you. Coming back here, Keith West and Casey Melvin live on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. 37-20. Brevard has a 4th and 4. They're going to go for it. And
Mustangs need a big stop here.
Big stop
Cooper's
here.
trying to get off the field. He's confused about what's going on. We got him off quickly.
Looked like Cooper had some blood on him, so they sent him off the field, put Eli back on the field for the Mustangs. They're going to try to draw him off sides here. Powell, and he does a little pooch kick, and we need to get away from the ball. And it ends up being a Brevard roll. It's going to go down to about the 11-yard line. 11-yard line. So the Mustangs are going to be in business here. We got a long way to go. Casey, we need a couple scores here.
Well, Mustang offense needs to come out. We need to look to score quickly and then try to get the ball back here on a kickoff.
Think we're going to sling it down the field here?
I'd sling it.
I'd sling it.
Sling
it down the field. So, let's do it. Let's let her fly here.
Just like Hope West says, let her fly, folks.
So Chris Wilburn in the backfield. He is alone in the backfield. We got two split to the north there, to the top of the field, and Brian Bird goes to the top of the field. He's looking left.
And he slings
throws it over the middle, and he throws into double coverage. Looks like pass interference.
Yep.
Yeah, on Dustin
Dustin's
Stevens.
like coming up like, hey, guys, help me out here.
He got totally smacked there.
Well, he had, if you notice, he had him by his pad there on the left shoulder. So he came out like looking for help. And so way to sling it there, Chris.
Looked like another flag, Casey. We had pass interference, and Chris got slammed down, so roughing the passer too.
So, hey, a double dose of help there for the Mustangs.
That's called a 30-yard double dipping dose.
You know, one thing I enjoy about being in the press box is I get to sit beside one of your very own, your assistant athletic director, Pam Schuler. This woman knows football, and she knows it really well. She does.
She does.
We should probably have a special sometime with her about all the things she knows. It'll be all about Pam.
We'll definitely do that if we get to do the Smoky Mountain Sports Network next season when we kind of come back.
It's all about Pam.
We're probably going to just bring a little mic over to her.
Yes,
and let her.
Because this lady knows what she's talking about.
Fouls on the play. Pass interference on Brevard declined.
We'll just
We're
give
gonna
her
do
a
it,
Bobby
folks.
Brown headset over on the side.
Oh, for sure, get that Bobby Brown headset over there on her.
Yeah.
It'll be first.
Pam's my kind of lady. She knows the game. She knows sports.
Casey, funny topic here. Pam and I went to school together. She was a Cullowhee Rebel, and then I was civil
You were
works for Golden Eagle.
Oh yeah, Golden Eagle.
Golden Eagle, and but we knew each other from when I was little bitty.
Hey.
Her sister and I went to school. We were in the same class.
Okay. Pam is now telling a story about watching Keith in a talent show where I think that's the song, You Got a Line, I Got a Pole, Honey. That one. Oh, he's slinging it. And
Just over, Darian. We got to get back to the football game, Casey. The football game is now going on. It's funny though. Probably a lot of people that are listening to this broadcast, since I did grow up here, maybe they remember me. I was really small, and really small. I think I know that I went.
Both
to
your
high
sons
school
are way
taller
bigger than
I
you
was
were
when I was in high school.
But when you were a senior.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
they're both 13 and 15.
Yeah, that's why I went and started wrestling, because I could compete against people. my
Hey, and
same
you know where that
size.
took you? On a college scholarship to
GWU,
Gardner Webb.
baby. Let's go. Come on.
Exactly.
Here we go. Back to the Mustang Sports Network. Chris Wilburn in the backfield. Got our wide receiver split. He's looking to the left. And Chris is going to get out of a sack and he stays on his feet and gets about 3 or 4 yards. Great play there by Chris.
Way to hang on there
They had
by
him in the
Wilburn.
backfield, and Chris stayed up.
You know, another honor here in the press box tonight, we have our very own homecoming court gal/golf gal. And you're going to see a special on this young one here soon. Miss Allison Mackey behind us. Great to have her here supporting us in the press box. So excited to get you guys to see a special about Allison and her senior year later on in the season.
Pass over to the right-hand side here, just a little bit high there for Brett Richmond. So it's going to be 4th and about 7. See what the Mustangs can do here. Looks like we might end up punting the ball here.
Stevens lines up in punt formation.
Well, folks, we're looking to punt here, 4th and 6 with 6:17 left on the clock here for the Mustangs.
Back. Brevard has nobody back. And nice big kick by Stevens and getting the Mustang roll. It goes, okay, let's still roll in there. And it's going to be down at about the 26-yard line. So great kick by Dustin down there by our homecoming king, Daniel Melton.
46-yard punt for Stevens.
So we're at, Casey, we're at 6:07. So if you're the coach and it's 37-20, what are you doing with your team? What are you saying? What are you doing?
Well, Keith, basketball's a little different than football.
It's a more
here.
fast-paced game.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm a chew the players out kind of girl. So we would get a good stern talking to on the sideline, and then I would say, hey, listen, sometimes you got to take a hard fall, and I think we're learning here that we make a lot of mistakes, and we're making young mistakes that sometimes we don't need to. And so I would remind our boys, hey, listen, you play to the end, even though we're down by 7, and I'm angry with the things that you've done. I love you, and we're going to play till the clock ends. And so you give me everything you got, to whether we're down by 40 or we're up by 40. You give me everything you got. So I would be reminding them over and over, This is important for you to show that you don't give up here in a game like this with 6 minutes left.
So Powell to Swicegood up the middle, and Mustangs smother it there. You might have saw it was off legal procedure on the Blue Devils, and right up the middle for a short game for the Blue Devils. Yeah, I think it's key, Casey, you know, that, I would probably say, hey, let's just end this on a – we've made some mistakes, and Brevard's a really good team. I mean,
yeah, they are.
We were just talking
Honestly,
here
yeah.
that probably – I mean, we've played some darn good teams. Mitchell's great. Pisgah's in a tussle with Hendersonville.
Brevard looks good, Keith.
Brevard probably looks like the best team we've played so far,
Yeah.
so they're probably going to contend for this conference championship. They haven't played a lot of the teams. They've not played Pisgah yet. They've not played Franklin. Franklin right now is undefeated in conference. I think they've end up beating East Henderson tonight like 40-something to nothing. So those same Eagles will be coming into our house next week for senior night. So I want you to turn out for that and support these Mustangs.
And so, folks, again, if you don't have anything to do tomorrow, we got 2 special important games. Your JV men are going to be traveling to Brevard. Head on out to Asheville. Come watch the game and then get some good dinner in Asheville. Or you're here at home, your Mustang middle school football team will be playing here at their home field tomorrow.
Yeah, I just got word that Brevard just barely beat Franklin last week by maybe a score. And so we're going to be playing those guys in Franklin in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's always it's a rivalry game, Battle of Cowee Mountain. So we'll be going over there, playing the Panthers. So it's going to be 4th and 1. And let's see.
Great stop there by Brett Richmond on that.
Great stop there by Brett Richmond.
Looks like the famous quarterback, Powell, is going to also punt here.
Got Powell to punt, and Stevens going to return. Powell's hit some boomers tonight, so I'll see if what happens here, kicking it to Dustin.
Bad snap there to Powell, but he recovers it.
Stevens lets it go. It's going to be down at the 30. It's almost like a chip on a green. Looked like the Blue Devils over there warming up a new quarterback. Powell's night may be done. We're not sure yet, but we'll wait and see. So here we go. Mustangs taking the field. Chris Wilburn and the offense. Let's see if we can put something together here and close this gap a little bit with 4:21 left to play in the fourth quarter. Wilburn in the backfield. Looks like he's going to throw. Little touch it. Little fake and go. And nobody open. And Wilburn around the side. Going to get about 5 or 6 yards and out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
Wilburn gains 4 yards from the scramble.
So a 4-yard gain there by Wilburn is going to set the Mustangs up for 2nd and 6.
So it's going to be 2nd and 6 from our 33-yard line. Wilburn is going to be in the back in the shotgun. 2 to his right, 2 to his left, 1 to his right. And
Long
down the
pass
middle,
to-
Darian Bird.
Oh.
And broken up there by number 11, yeah.
And that would be number 11 for Brevard, Chris Connor.
It's going to be 4th down.
So 4th down here for the Mustangs. Yeah, 3rd and 6 here. I'm sorry, folks. 3rd and 6 here for the Mustangs.
So 3rd and 6. Wilburn with Dustin Stevens to his right. Like the ball is going to be faked to Stevens. Wilburn running. And a pass to Darian Bird. Darian Bird has a Mustang first down to about the 45-yard line, 44-yard line.
Great run there by Bird.
Great run by Darian Bird.
11-yard gain. 1st and 10 Mustangs.
Two to the left. Stevens in motion. Wilburn fades back.
Looking
over
long.
the middle and wide open. Darian Bird. Darian Bird still hard to bring
down. Swim move
down.
there on Bird, and it ends up there on the flag on the play here, folks, right here at the end.
Wilburn completes the pass to Bird. 30-yard gain.
It looks like he's signaling a helmet to helmet hit here, Keith. So Darian is on the 26-yard line, and it looks like they're gonna get Brevard for targeting here, Keith.
It was a targeting penalty, and it's going to be.
Looks like it is going to be targeting. It's going to be a 15-yard personal foul. Targeting, yes.
Personal foul, illegal contact to the helmet against Brevard.
Personal foul, legal contact to the helmet against Brevard.
So now you're looking at Mustangs setting up now on the 18-yard line with a first and 10.
We're definitely in business here. So that, what you've been talking about of not giving up is definitely seeing that. We're also getting the ball to some of our playmakers. Darian Bird, we talked about him from the beginning of the season. One we've not really got to see how talented he is. He's very talented is Zeb Fisher.
Yeah.
Dustin in motion. Wilburn up the middle, and looks like if he can break it outside, he's going to get down. He's going to gain about 3 yards on that one.
Gains 3 yards on the run. Second and 7.
Well, Keith, I would love to see a score here and then quickly turn around and get it recovered on an onside kick. So let's see if the Mustangs can answer with that.
Got some urgency here with 3 minutes to go. We're definitely running out of time. So it'd be great to have a quick strike right here, maybe a Wilburn over the middle to Darian Bird like we saw last week. Wilburn's looking that way. He's open.
To his left.
And the sack.
Wilburn sacked on the play by number 7, Caleb Jenkins.
Timeout on the field, Smoky Mountain. It's going to be with 2:43 left. So let's take a little quick break. 37-20, 2nd and 7. Here we are, Smoky Mountain Sports Network. Keith West and Casey Melvin back live on the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. It is 2nd and 7. Mustangs have the ball on about the 21-yard line. Wilburn in the backfield. He's looking
on the line
right.
Here.
He's looking right. He's going to run. And out comes the ball, and Smoky Mountain recovered. Smoky Mountain recovered. That's going to be Zeb Fisher on the recovery.
Zeb Fisher. No, that's going to be number 53 there, Clayton Dillard.
Casey, we just got a score update. Hendersonville is leading Pisgah 27-20, I think is what it was.
You know, we talked about Hendersonville last week of the momentum they have coming off that state championship run by their basketball team. And so that has really given this football team the momentum to want to drive to perfection. The county is in behind. And here we go with the Mustangs. 4th down and 16 with 2 minutes left on the clock.
Stevens in motion. Wilburn looking right, looking left. He throws it over the middle and just overthrew his receiver there. So the pass falls incomplete. It's going to be a turnover on downs for the Mustangs. And you know, guys, I just love Coach Presley over there, just hugging Chris there and just telling him and coaching him up and telling him kind of, you know, just instructing all the way to the end. He really, really, you know him personally, Casey.
Yeah.
He just really loves these boys. And
he does.
Never going to stop instructing. And so, hey.
He's the type of dad that you want. You know, I used to watch him coach his daughter, and we coached his daughter in basketball. And this man will literally rip you apart with the things that you need to get better at, but he will love you better than anybody else on that field. He is just a man of heart and passion and cares so much about what he's doing, and he's loved football and loved these guys for a long time. And so props to a great guy down there on the sideline encouraging his senior as he comes off with his head hanging down. That's going to look like a delay game here on offense.
Yeah, Brevard has brought in a new quarterback. This is going to be Chase Rathbone. He's a senior, and just getting his feet wet here. So delay game there as he started off. So, actually number 14, excuse me. Anson Burgess. He's a sophomore, so we'll get to see him. We'll have Powell one more. They'll have Powell one more year, and then Burgess will be taking over probably for the Brevard Blue Devils.
Handoff up the middle, and great stop there by your Mustangs by number 42, Nakoma Driver, and a couple more Mustangs in that play.
Number 16, Chase Ratball on the carry. Gains 1, second 14.
Maybe run Garner into the game, along with also number 19, Sean Christensen, coming in for Colin Crow. One minute left to play in the fourth quarter here. Brevard has the ball handed off up the middle. Looks like there was a legal procedure probably on the quarterback there. He took a couple steps before he even started. So false start on Brevard. We also have J.J. Young, a 11th grader, coming into the game, taking the place of Eli Grasty. So we're getting some new guys in there, some guys that didn't get to play that much, and they're getting to play this last quarter here. Our last 1 minute and 1 second.
And with 45 seconds left here on the clock, Brevard runs it down till the last second snap. And what a hit there by your guy, Rocky Magestro. Rocky's one of the guys that you'll see on our feature later on this week for our last game. You'll see our last three seniors, which is Rocky. And tonight, at the very end of the game, you're gonna see us final out and come out with our last senior of the night, 40 yards with none other than Dustin Stevens. So when the game ends, stick around, folks. You're going to see one more special tonight from the Smoky Mountain Sports Network, and you get to know Dustin Stevens a little bit more as the game ends.
So, gang, that is the score. The final score is going to be Brevard 37 and your Mustangs 20. Tough loss for the Mustangs. Brevard's a very, very, very good team, Casey, and I would say probably one of the best teams we played this year moving forward.
Brevard just had a lot of different tricks up their sleeves, and their quarterback's just a great quarterback. And then you got number 15, Swicegood. You heard his name over and over and over. He just plowed through the field. And so little things that the Mustangs need to work on, and of just fixing some corrections here and there and not getting as many penalties. But congrats to the Mustangs on a hard-fought game. I know these boys in Brindley always give their all and give their heart. So we're looking forward to next week for the Mustangs to come back, step up with a win, and get back on that positive route through here.
Yeah, gang, we're Brevard Blue Devils 37, Mustangs 20. We're going to go right now to a little feature for Mountain 6 Conference Player of the Year, Dustin Stevens. This is 40 Yards with Keith West, featuring yours truly, Dustin Stevens.
Hey guys, how's it going? Casey Melvin here. Today, you don't get the Keith West, you get me, 40 Yards with Casey Melvin. But special feature today, we have the Dustin Stevens. How's it going today, Dustin?
Good.
Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 40 yards here, Dustin. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions all about you, all about the Dustin Stevens show, the guy, and we're going to get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's start walking. All right, Dustin, we're going to the gas station. You're going in, you're getting a snack. What's the first thing you grab?
Cherry Coke and a Hershey bar.
See, you're my kind of guy. Cherry Coke. I love Cherry Coke.
Yes.
All right, favorite NFL team?
Vikings.
The Vikings.
Yes.
All right. Who is stronger, Devin Stevens or Dustin Stevens?
Dustin Stevens.
Dustin Stevens. Now, he said you can power clean, but he said he's stronger than you.
Asked him who wins in arm wrestling.
Ask him who wins in arm wrestling. All right. You are in the end of the game. You're the coach.
All right.
Game's on the line here. We're tied up. Do you go for the win for 2, or do you kick? Or you're down 1. Go for the win for 2. Kick the field goal to tie it up.
Go for the win.
Go for the win. I like that. All right. Who's stronger, Superman or Batman?
Superman.
Favorite color?
Green.
Favorite college basketball team?
NC State.
NC State. All right. Would you rather live in the mountains or at the beach?
Mountains.
Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts?
Ooh. Starbucks.
All right. Favorite fast food place?
Probably Bojangles.
Bojangles.
Yeah.
The Bowberry biscuits?
Yes.
All right. Last question for you, Dustin. Most important, who is the most influential person in your life?
Probably. I can't give one person.
You can give multiples.
Probably just my entire family.
That's awesome. Why is that?
I don't really have any problems with my family. I've got great leadership. My dad teaches me a lot. My mom teaches me a lot. My grandparents, my brothers.
That's awesome.
So.
Well, Dustin, thanks for letting us get to know you more. Can't wait to see you this Friday. Kill it on the field. Guys, this is Dustin Stevens, Mountain 6 All-Conference Player of the Year.
Folks, that's Dustin Stevens. Your final score tonight, Brevard 37 and Mustangs 20. Didn't go our way tonight, but we're going to regroup. Come out next weekend, next Friday night, 7 o'clock. East Henderson will be our last home game of the season. And come out and support the Mustangs. This is Keith West and Casey Melvin signing off with the Smoky Mountain Sports Network. We'll see you next week.